All right. Fire them up. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Genre of Your Life podcast, your go-to podcast for all things movies, TV, entertainment, and a podcast that that all three co-hosts have proudly seen one battle after another in 70 millimeter IMAX. Cheers to us, boys. Cheers to us. We did it.
Hell yeah.
We're keeping cinema alive, like it says in the studio. We're single-handedly keeping cinema alive, as Thorgan says in the studio TV series. Of course, I'm one of your hosts, Doug Jones. With me, as always, are two of my amazing co-hosts and two of the best people in the world. First off, we have the incredible, wonderful, amazing Nick Johnson. What's going on, Nick?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Happy October, you guys.
Happy October.
Yeah, October.
Happy October, and we got a lot more to cover this year with
Yes,
movies
sir,
and TV entertainment, so we're just getting started. And last but not least, it is the amazing, incredible, wonderful, fantastic, it is Mr. Moses Lawley. What's going on, Moses?
Hey, what's going on? Happy to be here. You know, I'm excited about the show today.
Oh, man, we have a lot, and I mean a lot to talk to you all about this week, and we cannot wait. Forgive us in advance. Like I said before the show started, me and Moses have the seasonal allergies are kicking in, so forgive us. We hear if you got me kind of nasally for sure, me coughing a lot.
Yeah.
It's those damn allergies, man. They're here to get us.
About to just be sneezing and snotting all over the microphone.
Call that 40X, baby.
Wow, really good. That 40S podcast, you know.
Yeah, man. This is the real immersive immersion. But more importantly, you all are here. Thank you all so much for joining this week's episode. If you're new to the podcast, welcome to the podcast. If you're returning, welcome back. This is episode number 88. We are so glad to have all you all here. Of course, a little housekeeping, of course. You find your favorite this podcast on your favorite podcast platforms, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, again, or your favorite podcast platform of choice. Look out for our full video show on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Midway Avenue Productions. Whether you're on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, don't be shy. Rate, subscribe, review the show. We want to hear from you guys. Your feedback truly means the world to us. Negative, neutral, positive, doesn't matter. We want to hear from you guys. It truly means the world to us. Real quick, I want to shout out our friend last week. We met at the One Battle screening at IMAX. Sergio, real cool, Moses. Really cool, actually. So we're sitting down. Well, we'll circle, actually. I bought us tickets for the screening of One Battle last week at IMAX. And me and Nick got there. We're excited. Got there early. We're happy to get ready to go. We walk in, and our seats were like M20 something, right, Nick? Like, it was...
Yeah, it was like at M26, M27 or something.
Yeah, and, IMAX, we've been going to that theater for, forever. Like, that's our IMAX. When you come home, Moses, that's still your home IMAX. So it's like, it's a theater that we saw a lot of great movies in that I know we've all been buying tickets for years. So I'm like, hey, cool, buy tickets, whatever, we're good to go. And we get there, and I'm like, oh, first off, they have new seats. I'm like, okay, it's cool, whatever. And new paneling on the board, on the walls, whatever. And we get there, and I'm like, am I missing something? Like, where is it? Whatever. Where is it? Turns out, Fandango. And no offense to Fandango, I get it. You probably didn't talk to Harkins yet. Those seats that we bought are now handicap spots.
Yeah.
It's just
we got then. We were like okay, 24, 25, 29. And we kept looking back and forth, and then I was like, I know 29, but this is 20, and there's I'm standing in this empty spot, and it's the two handicap signs on the floor, and I looked at Doug, I was like, oh shit, I was like, bro, I think we figured it out. We was spread all across the theater looking for our seats. It was like, where the hell is M26, M27?
That's crazy.
I felt so embarrassed.
What y'all do?
Well, I felt embarrassed because I was like, I told Nick, I'm so sorry, but I was like, I damn well know I didn't buy no handicap seats. I was like, I know I've been buying tickets for this theater for so many years. I'm like, there's ain't no way I bought handicap seats.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So we went downstairs, and I'm like, it's probably gonna be sold out, probably miss it, whatever. I'm like, damn it, whatever. And luckily, the two managers at Harkins were very, very cool, very, very cool. They go, no problem. They said that when they remodeled, they probably didn't reach out to Fandango or vice versa to them. So because the remodel, they changed things around, so they were like, we didn't know. But luckily, they had two seats in the next row above. So we were like, perfect, whatever. So shout out to Harkins, AZ Mills management for
Yeah.
that. That was very cool. They were very sweet and very kind to us. They weren't like, oh man, yeah, fucking dumbass. Like no, they were very like they were
Yeah.
very cool and very patient with us.
Yeah,
So
very accommodating as well.
very accommodating, exactly. And so we're sitting down, and we're talking about about movie, whatever, and then doing a little social media post, whatever. And this guy walks up and tells me, he goes, "Oh shit, Midway Avenue Productions, love the show."
Really?
It was insane. And like,
It was really cool.
when he said that, like, I was like dumbfounded because like that's never happened before. So I was like, hey, what's up, man? I'm Nick. This is Doug. He was like, yeah, no, like he was like, I just shouted you guys out. He was like, and then we got man, and then we got his name,
cool.
Sergio, like really cool dude. And this isn't a spoiler, but it was funny. Like in the movie, there was like a sign that said Sergio on it. And the dude like sitting next to me was sitting next to the dude Sergio. So the dude sitting next to me was like, "Hey, Sergio." So it was just kind of like people was getting called out like left and right.
Dang, that's cool. That's cool to have somebody literally, like somebody that you don't know and somebody that that's random and everything like that come to you and actually recognizes you and the show that you do. It's cool. Even if it's one person. That means
That's all I need.
We are heading in the right direction, and everything, which is really, really nice overall. And it's super, like inspiring, to just keep,
Oh, it is.
So, yeah.
It's inspiring and it's like humbling too, because it's like it's tough to put into words, but it is kind of like, damn, we really are doing our thing, you know what I mean? But it's also like, for me at least, it's like, okay, don't let your ego get too big off of this, bro. You know what I mean?
It's just more like, wow, like, like there's somebody out there, that random appreciates the show that we do, other than people that we know that we told about the show, told the show to, and everything. And it's cool, it's nice.
Yeah, it was very flattering, and we shouted him out in our at a theater reaction too. But like that to me was just like, wow, like we're doing this now 3 years come next month, and I'm just like, seeing that was very heartwarming. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Like someone watches our stuff, and like it was cool enough to be like, oh, I don't know those guys, or whatever. So that's why I always say when I always on the episodes or reactions, I always say like, hey, if you see us in a screening, come talk to us. We'll talk to you. Like, hey, like movies, life, maybe you have some questions about accounting or like taxes. Cares? We'll talk.
Don't ask me a damn thing about taxes. You will end up in jail.
We'll talk to you. Fucking embezzlement.
About to be right next to Wesley Snipes. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god!
It's a joke. I jest.
That's a good one. But no, so it was nice meeting you, Sergio. So you ever see us again, talk to us again, man. That was really cool. So I want to shout him out again. This is really cool. That like this really very humbling and really experiencing thing. Because both Nick and I were like, yo, that's so cool. It's just so cool having that experience. So thank you for watching. Thanks for watching us ramble about TVs, movies, and entertainment. It means a lot to us. Importantly, all of you all. So thank you all again for tuning in to this week's episode and the show. We truly mean a lot. It truly means a lot to us. Alrighty, folks. So again, the main topic for sure will be one battle or another. But before we do that, because we saw this movie on Tuesday, we're gonna do a quick, again, non-spoiler review of Daniel Day-Lewis's movie Anemone. I'm pretty sure I'm not butchering that name. Anemone.
Trying to like remember how to say that title is like. For those of you who have seen the film Finding Nemo,
yes,
it was like you remember at the beginning where he's like, "I live in an anemone," and like he couldn't say like what it was called. He kept getting like tongue tied. Like not like everybody was doing that, but yeah, I was like, onomatopoeia. Like I couldn't figure out how to say it.
Yeah, it sounds like some kind of Migos, like none. So I'm like, that's what it sounded like. Yeah. Mama. So Anemone is a lot. There's been a lot of buzz because this is Daniel Day-Lewis's return to acting after his quote unquote retirement from movies about like I'd say a decade ago. I think the last movie was Phantom Thread, and that we were in college when that came out.
Yeah, 2017, right?
Yeah. So 8 years. So that's a bit of a almost that's a bit of a retirement. So he came out of retirement for this. His son wrote and directed this movie. He co-wrote it with his son. This is his son's directorial debut, and I didn't realize his son was 22 years old. So I mean that's pretty cool.
I thought he was 27.
Oh,
am I tripping?
27. Nope, you're right. 27. I'm thinking of a whole different filmmaker director. My bad. My bad. I was like, wait.
I was like, hey, yo, 22.
Sorry, he's already. 27.
22.
Sorry.
What am I doing with my life?
I was 22. Like, for real.
I had a podcast on the other day about someone's son who was 22 making a film as well. And I got those two confused. My bad. Thank you, Nick.
No, you should. Who was it though? Because now I'm curious.
I forgot. I was listening to the Lights Camera Barstool podcast. And they were saying about someone's son or daughter making a movie, and they were 22.
This motherfucker remembered the age, but not the name, bro.
Yeah, dude.
What movie was it?
If I let's go back to the podcast. I'll find it. I'll text you guys. I don't know why I'm blanking. Again, there's overnight shifts.
No, you do be somebody like Batman, like with your current hours, bro. So I ain't even mad at it.
Nick, there is somebody that's directing a movie that's about 20 years old. I think it's for A24. I don't know if he's the same person, but it's a movie that's coming out.
A24.
It's like 2 years, a year from now. I'm forgetting his name too. I don't really know his name, but I know that there is a 21-year-old or 20 years old.
Okay, that's what's up. Really impressive.
It's making me look like. Never mind.
Hey, easy. Be nice to yourself. Hey.
No, I'm kidding. No. It's cool. It's cool. It's really, really cool. But yeah. Anyways, you guys can go back to the show. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're good. So again, this is at retirement. This was doing a few festivals, the early fall festivals. And we saw it on Tuesday. And here, let me pull this up so I can share this with everybody. Yeah, it's getting a lot of buzz because this is like he's coming back out of retirement. Here, let me actually full screen. Thank you very much. All right, Anemone. Again, starring the great Daniel Day-Lewis. It follows hidden secrets and long buried resentments come to light when two strange brothers reunite at a primitive cabin deep in the woods of northern England. All right, Nick, I think you were definitely more on the positive side about this. What are your thoughts on this movie?
Honestly, I loved it. I was really excited to see Daniel Day-Lewis come back, and I felt like he had an amazing performance. Sean Bean had an amazing performance. Like, everybody's performance was really good, and there was because I've heard like some of the critiques of it, and like for me, I'm like, I get some stuff in the movie where I fully know exactly what this, like visually, but overall the like the first, I think, half hour ish, it's kind of just almost like just dead silent. Like no one's really speaking, no one's really saying anything. Even like when people like meet up, it's like there's still like that silence. So I feel like overall the film did a good, like I'm kind of stumbling over my words, forgive me, but the movie, it didn't hold your hand for the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like it was some stuff, like the main thing you kind of had to figure it out, like or just through the characters were speaking about it, and that was one of the things that I liked about it, because they didn't just say like, oh well, back when XYZ happened, da 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 da, and this is how I feel about it now. Like, no, it's like they were kind of like offhandedly like mention it, but quickly like move on, or just be like, you need to like really be paying attention to catch like the context clues and everything like that. So for me, it was fun kind of figuring out, okay, what is Daniel Day-Lewis's deal? What is the deal with him and his brother? Like, why are they estranged? Like, why is he, because you get the sense he's just kind of like that. You get the sense that he's been through it. And then, it's I'm trying so not to spoil it, but no, I like that though. And there was even some subtle like cosmic kind of aspects to it. There was some stuff that it seemed like biblical, and not so much like they're at the audience, but more so just the visuals. And so stuff like that, like for me, it does kind of make me feel like, okay, like what does this mean? There was a bit of a patrol, which If you know, you know, like when you see the movie, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's what they were talking about. Because that was something that for me, I was like, you know, I don't know what this means, but it's still fun to kind of like go with it. But no, like visually, the movie was fantastic. I loved the atmosphere because a lot of it is just kind of in seclusion, and I'm a reserved guy, and I not like I want to be secluded from everybody, but I can somewhat understand the character's need for just like I just gotta like disconnect from everybody. And part of the intrigue of this movie, or part of the mystery rather, is like, well, why did he feel the need to disconnect from everybody? You know what I mean? What happened? And there was something they were talking about something early on in the movie, like from his past, where I kind of thought like, is this why? But then it's like, no, because we're only like 20 minutes into the movie, and then like everything else happened. So it's like this wasn't like why he was separating himself from everybody, but this does kind of give you a little bit of insight into like who he is, or at least who this character is now at this point in his life, and just again like seeing kind of the our boy Isaac, who he saw it with, he kept bringing up like trauma, like everybody was kind of dealing with some sort of trauma, and again it was handled like subtly, like it was clear kind of what was going, at least for me. It's like, okay, I get what's going on, but again, like it's subtle. They're not beating you over the head with um the the writing was fantastic. I fuck with this movie. Like, God, like I'm really like I'm happy that Daniel Day-Lewis came out of retirement for this role, because I kind of feel like I don't know who else could even play this part. This is one of my most favorite Daniel Day-Lewis movies. Is this and There Will Be Blood.
Wow.
But yeah, I thought this movie was phenomenal. I would love to watch it again. Look,
I mean, do you think, when the award season basically hits, do you think that he will, based on just from your opinion from this film, do you think he will get a nomination?
oh yeah, I
don't.
totally do.
This is where you're not different.
But why?
I don't think so. I think it's good. I don't think it's
Yeah.
great. I think I've seen a lot better performances this year other than him personally. Like I would give I'd give it to Michael B. Delroy Lindo. I would give it to oh my gosh, am I blanking on too? Something too this year. I was like,
Dwayne. I mean, people are talking about the Rock.
Dwayne. Again, I haven't seen it yet, but
I have been hearing some buzz about the Smashing Machine.
Chalamet as well, of course. There's that. There's also Leonardo DiCaprio. From one to another.
Yeah.
There's buzz around him, and also there's a buzz around this gentleman. I'm forgetting his name. There's a movie that's coming out. It's called Hamlet.
Oh yeah.
I think he plays. I'm forgetting his name, but there's a gentleman in that movie that's also getting buzzed to get nomination for best actor as well. So it's a lot. It's a lot of people.
I think of Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson too. Like so those two I thought were just like performances.
And I haven't seen Highest to Lowest yet, but it's Denzel and Spike Lee. Y'all think Denzel might get like nominated? Has there been any buzz about that?
There's good word, but it's not good word of mouth. Critically.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's like watching that movie, it was a good movie in general, but I don't think there's something new in that movie that I'm like, that deserves like a nomination.
I agree.
Or whatever. To me,
okay.
Like The Rock, seeing that, him playing this, like, playing, this wrestler, this UFC fighter, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I want to see, what happens there. And just like, Michael B. Jordan, it's like, oh, wow, like him playing two people, I think there's something there.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
Yeah. I actually, to Nick's point, the reason, I mean, I don't think, I think it's still a good performance, but I think if he does get it, I wouldn't be surprised, because Nick made a point, we walked out of the movie, there's a monologue in this that goes on for like almost, 10 minutes, Nick?
Bro, like that monologue. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes me say like I could see him being nominated because
Yeah, I'll give you that.
no takes. He's just going, going,
Yeah,
going, and it's like even I was starting to well up a little bit. I was like, golly, bro.
yeah.
I gotta
There's
see
Like
it.
that's it. I'm like, I get it now. It's like
yeah.
I get why you living your life this way, bro.
There's literally so there's literally a 10-minute monologue that like to me I was like whoa. And so this is where I think you and I will differ again, Nick, on this. Unfortunately, as I feel like this one like it's I think there's a lot of potential in this movie, but for me, it didn't work for me the way I think it worked for you. There was parts I thought the cinematography in this is exceptional. I thought the sound design in this was amazing. Score was fantastic, and everyone's good. Sean Bean is good in this. Daniel Day-Lewis is great at this as well, and the supporting cast, the guy playing, the woman playing the mother slash wife in this, also very good in this. But however, the movie is like I don't know. It feels like it needed to be a bit more polished in terms of like it's 2 hours. I felt the runtime for sure. Honestly too, I was kind of bored at times where I was like, ooh, like
That's crazy. Because like for me, I'm like, damn, this movie felt like an hour 30.
oh man, I'm so man. I wish I felt the same way you did because I was like, there was times where I was kind of like, not like like. Not just like oh my gosh get over with this, but I was kind of like oh like where's this gonna go. I was intrigued to a point, but it wasn't captivating me the way maybe I wanted it to, where I was kind of like oh like if this happens how about this. And again I did like his thing with his brother, he was played by Sean Bean, like that to me was the most interesting stuff. And when it cut back to like the wife or to the kid to the kid, I was kind of like I wasn't as intrigued anymore. It was kind of taking me out of the movie. Where if the movie started off with like more of a mystery of like, hey, like him going to the woods and him meeting Daniel Day-Lewis, is him seeing his brother, and like that was the movie, and like it was kind of a mystery of like why is he here, like and kind of us guessing of like why is he here, like, and you get hints as the movie goes on, but the cut back and forth to like all of that, I was like. Okay, I'm kind of losing interest in this, but again, you are watching it for the performances, and I think both of them are just standing in this. But there was times where like there was a scene where like he's like sleeping and something he sees a vision of something, and I was like, huh, okay,
Yeah, I'll like what that was. Like they go into it again very subtly like later on in the movie, so it's like okay, I kind of get it, but I still don't because I'm like, what? Because it was something like from his past, but I'm like, what exactly was going on here? So like, I'm with you on that. Where it was just like, there was something like very haunting about it. But when you find out like where that particular vision came from, for me, it did still leave questions. Like, well, again, I'm like, what the hell was going on here? But again, like I think that's just kind of. Maybe that's just the subtlety of it. Like, because like I said earlier, it doesn't hold your hand for everything. It lets you know what's up, but it's like, you do gotta, I think, be paying attention to it.
You do. You definitely
it ain't no
do.
popcorn flick. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. You're absolutely right.
This ain't no episode of Seinfeld up here. This ain't no Friends. But
not wrong about that. And I think that like there's a lot of like cool ideas. Like, and I thought again cinematography, like the shot in the woods or the shot, or again. Shot on location. I appreciate the shot on location. I appreciate real sets being built. I love that, like practical effects and stuff like that. However, when there were certain things like no spoilers, but there's like a weird like almost like supernatural like
it's like a weird thing that's going on. It's kind of like it like because I'm with you with that where it's like what exactly does it mean, but I feel like. No, we got to say that for the spoiler talk.
The thing there's a weird weather that subplot like weather like instance that was very supernatural, and I was like, okay, sure, but why is this happening? And then why are these like I don't know. It was kind of like all right, but there was so much things introduced where again to the next point, they're not holding your hand, but at times I was kind of like. What the whole time the movie I was kind of like, what was the point of this movie? Like, what was the purpose? And to me personally, I didn't feel like it was like I didn't feel any purpose. It was kind of like, oh, my son made a movie, I'm gonna act in it. I'm a good actor. To me, I called it, no joke. I put in my tweet yesterday too. I said this felt like the most expensive student film ever made, with like one of the best actors ever. Like, and I mean that because I feel like, when I watched what's that movie that Denzel's son did a few months ago? He directed as well. Oh my gosh.
You're talking about it's called the piano.
Yes.
The piano something.
The Piano Man.
Les-
Oh, the
Piano
Piano
Lesson.
Lesson.
When I watched that, I was like, hey, I think that was smart of like Denzel to be a producer, not to be in it. 'Cause I felt like it gave more of a showcase to Malcolm's his son a chance to shine as a filmmaker, and having JD watching it on it as well. Like, okay, it was a chance to shine, but I felt like if Denzel was in it, it would have been like, oh, Denzel has a great movie because his son's doing it. And I feel like this with Daniel Day-Lewis is like, oh, my son made a movie, I'm gonna act in it. Maybe it should be a producer or something like that. Again, it's really cool to see a son and dad work together in a film. I respect that for sure. But like watching the piano, again, not compared to, but like seeing two like quote unquote like directorial debuts of two amazing actors, I felt more invested in the Piano Lesson than I did with Anemone, because I was like, I just felt more intrigued, more invested to the story, where Anemone is more of like almost like a like, hey, like look how good of an actor I am. Again, as you should, he's a phenomenal actor, but I didn't really feel like there was a purpose of this movie personally. And there's one scene, I'm not gonna lie, that had me and Nick cracking in. Only us were laughing. It was this scene. It was this scene where he looks. There's a scene.
No, that scene like because
he looks at the camera and
like I will say like when it first happened, like for me for us like there was a bit of a chuckle, but like the longer it carried on, the more I was like I'm like I kind of get it, and again like it's a little bit spoilery.
It felt like this.
It kind of did, but it's like when you watch them, you do understand like why it was shot in such a way, like why it was shot like this. So for me, at least like my interpretation of it is or at least I do have an interpretation, but I don't want to say just because I don't want to get like too deep into the movie. Like I would definitely recommend it, but I might let you know. I'll text it to you, dog. I'll text it to you, but no, because it was just, I was like, what?
What happened in like this is a screenshot of it, but like in the movie it looks a little different, it's more framed differently. He's looking at something, and I started laughing.
Because also look at Sean Bean right there.
Yeah,
he's like, what is this dude on right now? Because in the movie, like the initial part that kind of got a chuckle out of us, it was this shot, but Sean Bean was outside, so it was just kind of, it was like, what's going on here, bro? But then the scene carries on a little bit longer, and it's like, oh, okay, I gotcha, I get it. But it pulled a chuckle out of me. What can I say?
There's stuff like that when we're in screenings and we're sitting with the other critics, other press, where like stuff like that makes me laugh, because it's like I think back to like Expendables 4, where no one else is laughing but us, because like we were just like
that movie do not get me started.
We were just laughing at that. So when that scene happened, I was just like, I'm glad you and I both like found that funny. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, it's a really good showcase for, again, he's a phenomenal actor, of course. So was Sean Bean. I just didn't feel any emotion in this movie. I didn't feel any kind of like attraction to it. And when it ended, I was kind of like, all right, sure. And again, it's not getting good reviews, unfortunately. And
that's a shame, man. I love this movie, bro.
I'm really, again, I feel like you and I are really on the same page for the most part. And I feel like this one, it was kind of like more a bit divided between you and I, because I feel like there's parts that I definitely appreciate it a lot. Again, practicality and cinematography, this is just remarkable. But yeah, just direction. I'm not gonna lie, I think as we watch a lot of movies, I tend to pick up certain cues of like first-time filmmakers where I'm like, oh, this feels like a first-time filmmaker, or like someone who's just kind of like hopped into this a little bit. And I felt that in certain scenes, like certain shots that were edited, certain shots that were kind of like, set up. I was like, oh, this feels very like first-time filmmaker. Again, props to the filmmaker, you're learning whatever. But I've seen like, directorial debuts like Get Out, A Lady Bird. I think back to like, Safdie Brothers, where I was just like, man, like I feel like these filmmakers, again, first-time filmmakers, I feel like they've been making films for so long. So I'm like, oh wow. But again, it will, again, to Nick's point, not popcorn flick, won't blow anybody away. But to me, though, I got left kind of feeling very empty and very just like, so. Well, out of 10, Nick, what would you give it?
I give it an 8. I give it like an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh wow, you're high about it. Wow. Okay.
No, yeah, because for me, another thing that worked for me with this movie was just like the mood, the tone, the atmosphere. I liked how like somber, how haunting it was. Yeah, that shot right there,
that was a cool
like
shot.
I was fucking with this shot with this. I was fucking with the whole movie, to be honest. No, I just and again, powerhouse performance by Daniel Day-Lewis. Uh, love seeing Sean Bean in movies. You know what I mean? It's not a spoiler, but like he did make it all the way through this one, which I didn't necessarily expect. But
you did it.
No, it was cool, and I had a fun time trying to again trying to figure out like, dang, yeah, what's going on here? Like, what is this all about? You know, for me with movies, I like it when I'm able to kind of like piece it together for
Yeah.
myself. So
Yeah.
I think that's one of the other things that I just like really appreciated about it. But oh yeah, man.
Damn.
Don't let me see this on blue.
We're gonna have a bit of a divide in our round. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10 because I know.
Oh my god.
I know. It did to me. This did not work for me, and I was optimistic about this one going in. I try to avoid most of the trailers that came out as well. I'm like, you know what? I'm intrigued. I know you talked about it a few weeks ago when the teaser came out. I'm like, I'm intrigued by this, but
oh yeah,
other than some good visuals and some good acting, and some good score, I just like to me it just felt very very hollow, unfortunately. So yeah, 2 out of 10. But I think it's limited this week. Select markets this week, and it comes out nationwide next week. So I'm curious to see how this one rolls out and seeing the response for this in terms of like film fans as well as the Oscars. But yeah. Anemone is now playing and select this week, and then nationwide next week. Alrighty, folks, moving on to the main topic of today's episode, and this is a movie that all three of us have seen and probably going to rave about. And just to give you guys some heads up too, we're going to do a non-spoiler review in the front, and then we're going to do spoilers in the back. It's been a week, so again, I think a week's been a fair. I mean, people have seen this movie, they're loving it. It's being acclaimed, and everyone's loving it. So again, we'll let you know when spoiler happens. But for now, we're gonna do our first off non-spoiler thoughts on One Battle After Another. This is PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, starring again Leonardo DiCaprio, Tiana Taylor, Chase Affinity, Regina Hall, Sean Penn, my boy Benicio del Toro. And again, if you're not familiar with this movie, where have you been? But from context, Bob is a washed-up revolutionary who lives in a state of stone paranoia, surviving off-grid with his spirited and self-reliant daughter, Willa. When his evil nemesis resurfaces and Willa goes missing, the former radical scrambles to find her as both father and daughter battle the consequences of their past. All right, Moses, since this is the last one that we watched, I'll have you go first. What are your non-spoiler thoughts, of course, first, on One Battle After Another?
My thoughts overall, man, I thought it was fantastic. I think that's Nick's favorite word. But no, I get it. No, but I thought it was a great movie, man. I was in there. Like, this movie was 2 hours, almost 3. This movie was close to a 3-hour movie. It did not feel like that at all.
It did not.
It did not feel like that. It did not feel like that at all. I was locked in throughout the whole entire thing. I was really, really locked in. And, the music had me going, just the tone overall had me going. It was funny, it was dramatic, but it was also very, touching. It was definitely like weird in some moments, of course. They almost had like their like, sinners, freakiness going on, for a second too as well.
No, I ain't gonna lie, man. It was getting kind of hot in that theater, bro.
Oh yeah, movie was horny.
I was watching this movie like
I was like, is this
trying to see what that feel like? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a little vibe of that about.
I was like, is this Sinners? Nah, I'm kidding. But it was a great movie overall, man. It was a good movie. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio, like, he ate this performance up, and Chelsea Infinity, this upcoming actress. This girl's talented and she's going places, and I hope that she keeps like her head keeps on going forward because I know she's gonna have so many opportunities down the line because she was also fantastic. Her acting alongside with Leo, fantastic, great. Tiana Taylor, she was amazing. What's up?
No, her name is Chase Infinity. I
Yeah,
think you
Chase.
said. I thought you said Chelsea earlier.
Yeah, no, no. I say Chase Infinity. It's
Okay,
probably
yeah, Chase.
yeah. Chase Infinity. But yeah. What Tiana Taylor, she was great. She was well, in this film. With Regina Hall, Sean Penn cracked me up in some moments, even though he's a villain of this movie. He is the antagonist. He had me chuckle in a lot of moments, and this dude was freaky, you know what I mean? But like we'll talk about that in the spoiler.
Yeah, there's one line. There's one line in particular I want to bring up. Yeah, go ahead.
This dude, I was like, oh, this is unhinged.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, shout out to the great Paul Thomas Anderson for making this movie, and I hope that this movie does an amazing job at the box office, because I know it's doing really really great critically, because I really enjoyed this film. I'm gonna go watch it again, probably on Sunday or Friday, in 70mm IMAX again, I just had a really really good time, and at the end, like I almost like, like it made me feel like sad for the main, Chelsea and Infinity, Chase. Why am I forgetting? Sorry, it's the allergies and it's the sickness that's gonna bother me.
No, I'm with you.
Character, it made me feel kind of like sad for her, and how she feels like she, I don't know, she's like losing people a little bit, and as if she doesn't have anybody to trust. But like, as she goes on, she she finds that there's people there for her, and that includes her father, Leo. So and yeah, man, it's a good overall. It really is. It really is. It's also action packed. There's a lot of action in this movie, and then Anyways, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, somebody else go ahead, because
all right, Nick. Not spoilers right now. Not spoilers first, but your not spoiler thoughts.
I'm trying not to be spoiled. I'm not trying not to like.
No, yeah, like no, so non spoilers, but no, yeah, great movie. Everybody did their thing in this movie, as Moses said. Yeah, the majority of my thoughts are fucking spoilers, but I will say I really enjoyed the dynamic between Leonardo DiCaprio and Chase Infinity's character. I thought, like Sean, I almost said Sean Bean. What's his name? Sean Penn, excuse me. I need to take a nap, y'all, but no, like Sean Penn, is cool seeing him in movies. Like this that he played in this one was like, this man was a fucking menace, bro. Like, throw him in jail and throw the key away, man. Like, he was just this dude was just on one. But, yeah, the movie was definitely felt, but it was like just as equally hilarious. Like, it was a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be, but you still feel like the stakes and everything. Like, the humor doesn't take away from the situation, and it is such a dire situation. That's another thing I like about the movies. Like, once everything kind of gets rolling, then it's like there's no time to you feel the urgency, and you understand why that urgency is in the trailer. Like, he's trying to find his daughter and everything, but it's just, yeah, I loved it because it's just, and like Moses said, like, you don't feel the fact that it's a 3-hour movie. It felt like, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, but like we walked out the theater, I was like, golly, I'm like, hey, the whole day done went past, but like, it lets you know like that's how good a movie it is if you can like just kind of like get lost in it. I'm gonna get a little bit more into this in the spoiler review, but with Regina, like I do. Because I like Regina Hall a lot as an actor. Like, I've seen her in all of the scary movies and everything like that. So it's like I wanted to see her. I wanted to see more of her. Like, I understand why we only saw as much of her as we did in this movie, but it was still just kind of. I'm like, oh man, just like maybe like 2-3 more scenes or something like that. But I liked it a lot though. Like the character behind her right here, like I thought her dynamic, I thought was really cool. Like with the whole, and spoilers, but like with the whole setup, I fucked with it. I liked it. Smoke with the blood. Yeah, I was like, okay, I can fool with it. I can fool with it. But no, great movie, great film overall. Dang, and like it does like hit, but it's like I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, you're gonna get, again, this is another rare occasion where all three of us are raving about this movie. This movie's fantastic. It really is. Dare I say this might be my new favorite PTA movie? It's tough 'cause I love Punch Drunk Love a lot. But just watching this was a thrill ride, man. Both of your points. I mean, 3 hours goes by so fast, and I think if you can tell a story that well in that time frame and don't feel like prolonged or like, oh, I can get on with it. That's a masterful storyteller. And if you can pace a movie like that well, I mean, props to you. And I think this is, I told this to Nick at the theater too, is that this seems to be the year of like filmmakers doing the anti version of their movies, meaning that like this being a PTA film, it does not feel like a PTA film. If it was like a Scorsese film, a Spike Lee movie, Coen Brothers, kind of how when Aronofsky did, Caught Stealing.
Oh, Caught Stealing.
That didn't feel like his movie. Like, wow. So I feel like we're seeing a lot of filmmakers this year go kind of against, like their quote unquote, like, status quo, kind of like their wheelhouse. And I'm like, yo, that's awesome. I feel like we're seeing a lot more filmmakers take risks and take chances. Because again, like you said, this guy made this movie made Inherent Vice, Phantom Thread, The Master, There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights. I'd be like, hell no. Who? Like, no way. But it's a testament to his filmmaking and also to Paul Thomas Anderson as a filmmaker and a storyteller that like this came out of nowhere in terms of like not being his typical kind of like his more of a slower burn, more character driven movies like Licorice Pizza or Punch Drunk Love, stuff like that, where it's like this felt very bombastic for him in the best possible way. And to Moses' point too, this movie is action packed, has amazing chase sequences that, again, I think this year with some really cool car scenes with like this and F1, this has been a great year for really cool like car chases and car related movie scenes. And that scene where everyone's talking about it, not spoiler, it's in the trailer, the thing with the hill, like the driving on the hill.
Yeah,
that was, oh my god! I can't find the right screenshot of it, but like there's a scene in the trailers where there's like driving in the desert of California and going up and down, and the intensity and the just like the anxiety of it all. You're just like, you're all tensed up. You're just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
No, that was fucking with me because I was like, bro, I was like, chill out, just park,
Hey,
all right.
you guys know, those hills, literally felt like, ocean waves.
Yeah.
I was getting nauseous in my seat, but I couldn't take my eyes from the screen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul Anderson, for doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sensei.
Yeah, and that to me, man. Like, man, I love. But Del Toro is one of my favorite actors of all time. It's a small role, but man, he steals the show. He steals the show.
Oh my god, yeah.
He steals the show when he does that. Courage, Bob, courage. and like it's there. That's the scene, especially where like this scene where they're like, because this whole scene is fucking chaotic. Where like he crashes into his dojo. They go to that apartment. Go ahead, Nick.
No, like it's a little bit like spoiler, but it feels like Benicio del Toro had like his own movie kind of going on, and then Leo DiCaprio's character like kind of like just crossed over, intersected for a little bit, and then just kind of like passed through and like went back into his own shit. Because Del Toro, like he just he had some shit going on already, so it was cool seeing that.
No, you're absolutely. That's a great point because yeah, you're right because there's a lot going on in this movie. And honestly, too, the movie has a lot to say about this political climate too. This movie had a lot to say about, our country especially, but like a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a very timely piece of what's going on right now, and I'm like, wow, props to not Sean Penn, PTA for really kind of like, really kind of tap things very very timely and very like relevant to our time right now. And whenever Del Toro was on screen, though, he cracked me up, and then the little dance he did too.
Yeah,
the dance he does, like that scene is so funny. And again, this is not a spoiler, but that the line where he goes, "You been drinking? Yeah, a few what?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few small beers." He says it so like boyishly and so like charming, and a little smile on his face, and it's so funny. And that scene too, where in the car is like, it's in the trailer, like, "Hey, no fear," just like Tom Cruise, and he kind of like throws him out of the car.
Yeah.
And it works. And again, that's why I think PTA has a great sense of direction for everybody in this movie, whether it's Del Toro, whether it's Tiana Taylor, whether it's Regina Hall, whether it's Chase Affinity, whether it's Leo, that he knows how to get. I mean, I feel like he's one of those directors that can really just get something special out of every actor he's working with. And with the ensemble piece too, I think back to like Boogie Nights, The Master, like even Licorice Pizza, like stuff like this. Like he can really get like have an ensemble cast, and everyone shines. Everyone shines. Yeah, and that's good. No, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna let you finish about
Go ahead.
About your view. Go ahead.
Oh no, you first. No, insist.
No. I was gonna say, I was gonna, mention when you talked about, ensemble. I feel like, this film, Sinners, are probably the only two films that I'm like, man, like the ensemble for these two movies are crazy, and it's packed. It's packed. And yeah, that was my only tidbit that I wanted to add there.
I love this scene. It's in the trailer too, where she goes, "Bitch, I feel like Tony Montana."
Yeah.
Bitch, I feel like Tony Montana.
the gun sound in the theater for this.
Oh my god,
it was loud, bro. It was so loud.
I know.
It was like loud, especially like at the freaking Chinese theater. It was like crazy.
Seats was rattling.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like my seat was like shaking a little bit. Crazy. She did a phenomenal job.
She's so good in this, and her and Leo have great chemistry. They have great chemistry.
Yeah, I was surprised about that because that's not really a pairing you would expect to see together.
No.
But they both play off each other just so fucking well.
So well, and that's kind of I love seeing these kind of like these, like, to your point, Nick, about these kind of really kind of like out of right field, like, collaborations. Again, who would have thought these two together? But it works.
All right.
It works. And I
heard that I watched like an interview and
friends.
They're friends.
Yeah, they're good friends. Yeah, they met at some like Donna Summer's party, whatever. They've been like long time friends. Friends. Yeah. Which is really cool. But again, it shows. Like, it shows on screen and off screen too, like how good the chemistry is together, and it works. And to your point too, Chase Affinity, man, like she's our age too, which is hard to believe. I think she's 25, 26.
It's so crazy because she feels like she's like younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was in that show, I was telling Nick, that Apple TV show with Jake Gyllenhaal. Remember she played Gyllenhaal's daughter. Presumed innocent. Yeah, presumed innocent.
Presumed innocent. Yeah. Presumed guilty.
Yeah. That's the sequel. That's the sequel. But it's really cool to see this year between her, even Miles Catton from Sinners. Like, this is both their first movies, and you come out of the gate with that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This is your your debut films, and you get shit like this. Like, that's, I mean. You have good agents. You have a good agent.
Right? No, I hope they get good agents. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, she's so good in this, and she's beautiful too. Like, I have a huge crush on her now after seeing this. She's gorgeous.
No, I mean, yeah, she's really pretty. Yeah, she did a really good job, and people are talking about her all over the place.
Yeah. So. I like to see her supporting nomination, and also Miles Catton from Sinners. Miles supporting nomination.
I know. Yeah. One day I'll have both of them, act in a movie. We'll see.
Hell yeah. Come on, speak it out. Speak it out into existence. Come on, man. Speak out into the universe. Let's make it happen.
Bro. But yeah.
And Sean, okay, so Sean Penn, I didn't like him. At times, he was kind of annoying me, where I was like, man, shut up. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I could have been the character because he was annoying the hell out of me. I was just like, dude, I'm annoyed as hell by you. But again, that's kind of, Sean Penn kind of plays these really kind of like wacky characters, whether it's, Spicoli from Fast and at Ridgemont High, or that guy schmucky guy he was in Licorice Pizza. Again, very versatile actor. But there was times where like, that thing doesn't in the movie, the crazy posture he has, and the thing with his mouth,
and the
walk, yeah, or the mouth that,
with that, I kind of the sense like
pissing me off.
You were probably just like one of those like kids growing up where it's like you're kind of, I don't want to say you're just so, but it just seemed like you don't really have like social skills like that, and then you like join the military and you just kind of like excel. So it's like I never really got to like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
He was beat up in high school. That's what it was.
He was beat up probably. I'm not talking shit, but I'm just trying to like paint a picture. You probably did prom or something like, you know what I mean? Like maybe just like a small group of friends, if any at all. Like father was probably in the military too. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Like, yeah. Plus, there's the haircut. Like I've seen haircuts before. But like it's like you damn near shaved all other sides, and like you just kept like this fucking flap like right here,
dude. That haircut
like on the top. Yeah, see right there.
That haircut pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm like, just cut it off, bro. Just cut it off, my guy.
He wanted to be. Never. That's a spoiler. Never mind.
No, it's a very Looney Tunes ass character. It's a very like.
He do look Looney Tunes. Not. What's he look like? See, I can't even think of it, but. I almost want to say Elmer Fudd, but I don't think that's right. No, who's the hunter? The hunter dude.
Well, I came too, but that Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, a little bit. Who's the guy that he has the.
Oh my gosh. My god.
Not Yosemite Sam. He was trying to he's always trying to kill Bugs Bunny. Like he has the gun. He has that right. Elmer Fudd. This dude.
Elmer Fudd. Yeah, this guy's good. I like that.
Because I'm like, doesn't Elmer Fudd have like a haircut? Or maybe this is the Mandela effect or something.
I see with the hat. I mean, similar hat. Both have the same hat.
Something about this dude just seems like he has like he's bald, but just has like a patch of red hair just on the top. Just like kind of 3 inches going across this way, but then he grows that shit all the way out forward. Oh damn, he's bald.
That's why I'm thinking of the Foghorn Leghorn. I say.
I said. I'm sending you to jail. I can't do a Foghorn Leghorn impression. That was terrible.
That'd be cracking it up. That was pretty good. But that's what it feels like. That's no, it was.
I got a quick, really tangential question. I apologize, but because I've been thinking about this for a little bit. Were all of the Looney Tunes played by the same guy, or at least most of them? Like, you know what I'm talking? Because I heard like one Looney Tunes character, like he screamed, and then like a different one screamed. But I'm like, it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, Mel Blanc. Mel Blanc, Porky Pig,
yeah,
Fudd,
Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig. Yeah, because I'm like, I realized I'm like, all these motherfuckers sound the same.
Yosemite Sam, Tasmanian Devil, Wile E. Coyote, yeah, Meep, Elmer Fudd.
So it looks like play what's it, Lola Bunny, the female Bugs Bunny.
Oh, from Space Jam.
From Space Jam, yeah. It looks like that's the only one he didn't play.
Yeah, he played everyone else. He played, so that was Sylvester the Cat, yeah, Tweety Bird, Porky Pig, Speedy Gonzales.
That's insane.
Marvin the Martian.
He was just in the recording studio by himself, for real.
Yeah, man, how do you not go insane after all these voices?
Especially like doing all of them like back to back, because you got to talk as Bugs Bunny and then as Daffy Duck, going back and forth and shit.
And then the recently canceled Pepe Le Pew.
Oh yeah.
But it's what I felt like with Sean Penn. It felt like a very Looney Tunes ass character. It feels like very like the way he was kind of like talking to people, and the way and his posture and the way he talked, the way he walked too.
Yeah, he just kind of behaved like he didn't exist in like a live action world. Like,
no, exactly. Exactly. And
oh my gosh,
we're up in the spoiler talk, but I gotta say, if you haven't seen this movie yet, you have a week left to go see it in IMAX. Please see it in IMAX. I think Tron takes over it next week. If you have a I get pull it real quick. If you have a 70 millimeter IMAX near you, you have to check this out. It's worth. It's the first movie. It's the first narrative. Again, it's not shot entirely with IMAX cameras, but it's blown up to 143.
It's VistaVision.
VistaVision. It's VistaVision.
Yeah.
So if you have VistaVision, which is really cool. What the first movie VistaVision was since like the 50s I saw, or the 40s, something like that. It's been a while.
Yeah, to be fully shot on VistaVision, yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, and I'm trying. Wrong movie. I'm trying to think. No, it's not. No, because it's.
Are you talking about like the theater where it's shown?
So yeah, I have it right here. It's yes, how they do Sinners. Hold up, it's one battle after another, 70 millimeter IMAX. There it is. Yep, thank you. There it is. Same theaters, as you know. So there you go. So I don't care. It is presented in. Okay, so AMC Lincoln Square, New York, Universal City Walk, LA by Moses. Regal Irvine, Spectrum, LA, AMC Metron, San Francisco, Indiana State Museum, Indiana, Easy Mills, Austin, Phoenix, Auto Nation Theater, and Miami, I want to say, Cinemark in Dallas, Cinemark in Toronto, and BFI IMAX in London. But I assume they blew it up for you at Chinese, right? At the Chinese?
Yeah, they blew it up for us in Chinese.
Cool. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you can really see it in one of these formats, same way as Sinners had that, and it's gonna be with Odyssey and Tenet and old Nolan movies. You gotta see it in IMAX. You gotta see it in IMAX because it's definitely an experience, and it's 143 the entire time, and it's so cool. It's to Moses' point too. The sound design. This is remarkable.
Yeah. It's just a really, really good film. It's a really, really great film. And you guys should go watch it. If you don't go watch it, it's going to be a problem.
We'll come and find you. We'll come find you like Sean Penn did in this movie. And also, two things real quick. Spoilers. Two things I thought was funny that I never thought we'd hear the day where we heard Mo Bamba in a PTA movie. I never would have thought.
Yeah. Wait, refresh my memory.
Well, during the homecoming dance, the school dance. Where she's sitting down on the bleachers and they're playing Mo Bamba.
No, that was like the song of the century. Like
when we were in college, man. Any party you went to, they play that song, man. That house was damn near tore down. Yeah, the one real quick. Who would have thought that it would have been a Mo Bamba in a PTA movie out of all directors too? All right, so now we're going to spoilers. So again, if you haven't seen the movie yet, turn this off and come back to this later. Again, you'll definitely want to see this movie for yourself. So again, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Spoiler. Okay. All right, boys. Where should we start off with first? With spoilers. There's a lot.
I'm gonna start off personally with Teyana Taylor's character.
Okay.
Just off the top of my head, because they're like the first thing that kind of stood out to me, like when everything was going on, like at the beginning, like I'm like, you kind of just like like you're doing all of this like crazy like criminal shit, but I'm like, you're not like wearing no mask, like you all of y'all just like got your faces out there like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, that's how they found y'all. You told them who you were.
It's crazy about Teyana Taylor's character because it's like I feel like she's like felt like a soldier who's like kind of like, I'm not gonna say like Steve Rogers or anything like that, like stuck in time, but she felt like a person who only knew how to like fight, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, I agree with you because I think, and you said like not like Steve Rogers, but I'm like, I feel like to your point, like maybe like mentally,
yeah,
or even like emotionally, she was kind of just stuck in that in that period of like when she was doing it, when she was like doing all this stuff. And I feel like, but I'll say this: by the time I got to the end of the movie, I felt like it was basically just a metaphor for like being a parent, like one battle after another. It's kind of like, I'm a parent, like I don't know what's gonna go on with my kid today, but like I gotta take this shit like day to day. And like I feel like them kind of, or at least this is how I looked at it, like them doing all this stuff at the beginning of the movie. It's like it's a metaphor for like, hey, listen, man, when me and your moms was younger, bro, we was kind of acting like this back in the day, and then we had you and everything changed. Because you notice like when he had, when Chase Infinity's character was born, like his whole thing was like, yo, I just, we have a family now. We got to take care of the baby. But Tana Taylor was more kind of like, you can't control me. I'm going to still go out here and like do my own thing. And I don't think she was like a bad person or anything like that. I think it was just like, and obviously I'm not a parent yet. I'm never going to. So there's certain stuff I just like necessarily relate to it. Like, on, but it did kind of seem like I wondered if some of it was a little bit of that what's it called, postpartum depression.
Because
after Chase Infinity was born, like she just completely switched up, and she still tried to like go back to the basically to her old life, even though it's like you can't really do that because, as Leo was saying, like we are a family right now, so it's like she is our main priority. But it was like Tana said, she just she couldn't I think it was just like she wasn't really like ready for it. And sometimes people become parents and they're not necessarily ready to be parents at that time. So I kind of feel like that's what it was. And then like part of the reason why I was like, this is really just about like just a dude trying to like raise his daughter, or like why it's all like a metaphor or an allegory for that, because especially like at the end where he's trying to figure out the phone, but like he can't figure it out. And I'm like, that's a parent thing, because kids is telling their parent, at least when we were kids, like, no, mom, this is how the phone works. Okay, but I'm trying to, why don't it's like they can't figure out like the buttons, and it's like, no, it's a touch screen, that's why there's no button. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, bro, but and it's also like Moses, to a point that you made earlier about Chase Infinity. It's like, oh wow, she's kind of just like losing everybody. I felt like it was kind of like it was almost like an innocence lost situation, like because she was just thrown into this war that she kind of didn't really like know anything about. She didn't really have anything to do with it other than her parentage. But it was like when Leo came up at the end, and like like at the end of the movie, it was like, hey, we can go home now. Like she was so like fucked up. It kind of seemed like, dang, she didn't even like recognize it. But it's like, because she done been through it. Like she's not a kid anymore. And like after that, it's like I like, bro, I got kidnapped. I don't know what was going on. And his body's dropping all around me. No, like it's like that's traumatizing, bro. Like that was just some regular like, bro, that was like Friday night when like all this shit for her started, bro. So it's like that's insane. But no, I that's one of the reasons why I like the movie so much, is because it does just feel like not the plot, but the story itself is just, it's like it's parents, and it's about family. Moms was on some crazy shit back in the day, but we're trying to just be like regular and safe for you. But like he was trying too hard to be, so he was coming across as paranoid. And like growing up, that's how our parents seem, where it's like, no, I don't want you doing this, I don't want you doing that. Be back home before the lights come on out, before the street lights come on outside. Who are you gonna be with? How long are you gonna be there? Who else is going? That was Leo's character, like how my mom was growing up. So I think that's why I was able about somewhere. But I'm like, no, he's the whole thing is just, I'm a single parent, I want to protect my kid from the crazy shit out there in the world. Just the crazy shit just so happened to be like, I was blowing shit up, and it's the military afterwards now.
That's why he was also paranoid, because of that.
Exactly. Yes.
As well. So it's like, he decided to like move in an area where it's completely nowhere, and it's hard to track. And he's the person that knows how to make bombs and shit and all that kind of stuff like that. So he knows his ins and outs. But the only thing he didn't exactly know is when shit got tough and got like really, really going, he didn't exactly know how to, like call his people or get to his people for help.
Yeah.
Like, what's the password? You know,
That shit was funny when he was trying to like ask him like okay,
Yeah,
but like what's the time? It's like,
yeah.
the
You know, what
frustration
time
in
is
that
it?
scene was just
Yeah.
I fucking loved it because it's like I know like motherfucker I know you know who I am, but you just
So
making this shit
funny.
difficult.
Yeah, he goes, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've abused alcohol and drugs these past couple of years.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, that's about to be me when I start having kids, man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, with Leo at the end, with with Chase and Leo at the end. It's like, when she's like, holding like this gun, and she's like kind of laying down to make sure that nobody else like comes and tries to, like, I don't know, like, like kill her basically,
Yeah.
and she even asks her father, Leo's character,
She asked me for the
you know,
code.
asked her for
Yeah.
the code, because she didn't exactly know who to trust at all. You
She didn't
know,
know who nobody was,
she
bro.
didn't
And
know
even
who
like,
nobody was.
ugh,
And you know what got me, is that this whole time, Leo's character does not know, a code, or what time it was or whatever. But for that moment, to like get his like daughter back, he knew exactly what to say, and that just like,
mm.
got me in the heart.
Did you guys like the
You know?
twist of her being Sean Penn's daughter?
No, it
When
was crazy. It was crazy to
it
me, you know.
it was
But
it was cool. Was sorry.
no. Me, I was just gonna say it was. I was just gonna say it was definitely, crazy, crazy to me, But I didn't like expect it or anything like that. But I was just like, when it happened, I was like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. That's more trauma for this girl, you know. And
Yeah.
and that's what she's gonna have to like live with. And overall, you can tell very strong in terms of like inside, and you kind of realize, okay, she's gonna have to live with this, but overall, she's gonna deal with this in a very strong way.
Yeah.
With the person that actually raised her to be the girl that she is, and everything, and it's crazy how Sean Penn's character just like he even wanted to kill her because like
Oh my god.
because he wanted to be part of the freaking Christmas
You wanted to
Christmas
be part of that white supremacist group.
That Christmas adventure.
yeah, he wanted to be part
Christmas
of the
adventures. Yeah.
Christmas adventures.
Yeah, I'm like they're like Hail Saint Nick. I'm like, what is this?
No,
What is
seriously,
going on?
crazy. And I was like, wow, man, there's some cool people in this world that would do such a thing. But go ahead, Nick.
No, you're right because it's kind of like you wanted to be part of this organization so bad, like you was gonna kill your own kid. Like that's honestly pretty fucked. But I I, I wasn't really surprised though, because like I'll break it down, like with Tana character, like when they're in that beginning scene, like
Yeah.
she was just kind of she was really into it. I'll say that. No, I'll be specific. We're in spoiler territory, fuck it. But it was like damn, like just to put it like frankly and to put it bluntly, like you were always trying to fuck some, like goddamn, even like babe, let's fuck before the bomb goes off. He's
I
like,
know, right?
he's like it's about to go off in like in like 2 minutes, but so it's like okay, I get it. I'm getting like a sense of I'm getting the sense like you do kind of get off on all of this in multiple ways. So when she was in the room with Sean Penn's character and all of that shit was going on, I was like, at that moment, that's what I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. I was like, that's not Leo's baby.
That's yep. You and
But
I both were like, God,
yeah, because we both kind of looked at each other, and it was like I was like, oh, okay, I know where this is going. So like I wasn't surprised per se, but I do feel like for Chase Affinity's character, like you're in this crazy ass situation, you're in a fucking nunnery where everyone's like smoking and cursing and shit like that. You got picked up by someone like you have no idea who this is, but it was like okay, like you said the phrase that my dad told me to or says that I need to like trust him. So she's just I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like it's all this crazy shit going on, like da 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 da. And then like the dude that's hunting you down is we pull some Darth Vader shit, like damn, I'm your father. And then after that, it's like, nah, you feel? And then like right after that, it's like, I guess I gotta kill you now because I want to be a white supremacist. So it's like, oh, I was just at the fucking prom, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't even prom. It was like just like a little like random ass high school dance that they do like before the prom or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I really do like the end note though. You know how the movie basically ended with
Yeah.
you know with Tiana Taylor's character, you know, leaving this note for you know for community and everything, and
I thought that was really cool,
and letting her know, you know, letting her know basically everything, and letting her know that that with whatever happens that she's gonna be loved with you know with the people around her, you know, meaning you know Leo's character, you know, her dad basically, and the fact that you know they end it in a way where you know with how crazy society is and everything like that, we always basically look up to next generation, looking up to Jason, you know, Jason Finch's character, you know, Willa's character, by saying, okay, you know, maybe there are some hope, you know, to come. And I love the soundtrack, by the way, that they played at the end.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
American
Tom Petty.
Girl. It was really, you know, good track. And yeah, man, it's a good story. It's a good story, man. It's a good story, you know.
I love that scene. The scene where they're going to the dance. He walks out. He goes, "What's up, homie?"
Yeah, he was tripping.
He grabs him. What do to her? I'm gonna do to you. He grabs him by the neck and throws him out.
It's like I'm like, yeah, I'm like, because I'm like, when I'm a dad, I'm gonna be on that same shit.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna be on that Bad Boys 2 Will and Martin scene type shit, bro.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you, Reggie? Huh?
How do you 13?
He's like, motherfucker, you look 30.
Okay. Also, too, the ending as well when they fucking, first off, how the fuck Sean Penn survived that crash?
No, that was wild. Because I was like, he's out of here for sure. But they're like on some Two-Face type shit.
I was like, what?
I was like, this man needs this fucking job. Like, bro.
He really wants to be.
Yeah, that part right there.
Adventure,
no, that part, like, I almost shot it in the ear.
Yeah, they shot him. Oh, he's definitely dead. And then you see him walking. His face is all fucked up. And then you see him in the fucking conference room. His face is all fucked up. And they're like, he wants to be part of it.
Because also, it's like, this man is determined. Like, you done went through all of that shit. And then you still just walked back. You know, put like the little look like Play-Doh or something right here.
Oh my god, yeah.
Put your tie on and then went in.
Oh my god. What did he go to? Or he was like, oh boy, when the whole thing when he was like,
oh yeah,
to the office. He was like, oh my god.
I knew when they closed that door. I was like,
yo,
yeah, they're gonna kill him.
He said, you know what? I forgot my keys, bro. If you say that to me and it's my first day on the job, like, I'll go help you look for him. You're not leaving me up in here. You feel me? You know what? I can come back tomorrow. Yeah. It is not that serious to me right now.
Yo, man, that's wild, bro. That's so wild. And you know, I mean, there's buzz about, you know, Penn's character also being nominated.
Yeah,
you know,
I can see it.
Yeah, there's like actual buzz, you know, you know, he played a very, very like, you know, crazy, you know, like, you know, character. I mean, a lot of like crazy characters, but like, this one was definitely one of the.
No, this motherfucker crazy. He's crazy for real.
He was crazy.
You want line cracked me up that me and Nick were cracking up where it's a scene where at the grocery store when he sees Leo and he goes, "You like black girls? I love them." the way.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, he said it so angrily. You know?
Yeah, because it's like you are saying that shit way too intense right now. Like, and it's funny too because it plays on two different levels. Like the first level, which is kind of what we're talking about, is like that's a crazy thing to say, and because of that, like it's funny as hell. But then when you think about it, like when you're looking at and Leonardo DiCaprio's not reflection, but his reaction to it, you see in his face, like he's like he knows, like, I know who you are, and I know that you know who I am. So it's like you see like the fucking terror in his face. So it's, it plays on multiple levels, but it is like, yeah, saying that like in line at the grocery store, like, bro, because imagine like that wasn't even Leo DiCaprio. Like he said that shit like to the wrong person. It's like, hey man, what the hell?
That one of the biggest laughters in that theater too. Me and Nick were cracking up when that happened,
bro. Because he was saying it like he couldn't contain it. Like, I've been holding on to this secret for so long.
You know what? Speaking of sound design too, you know what spooked me is when they fucking shot that one girl out of the grocery store, Alana Hyde.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh man, because I really gonna make it. I was like, okay, she good, but now it's like,
I really thought she was gonna make it. I thought she was gonna like make it. You know, like I thought I was gonna like see her character a little bit more in this film, but
It scared the fuck out of me when that how loud that was too. Like I grabbed Nick, I was like, oh shit. I was just
like in that scene, I was like, okay, nobody's safe. Nobody. Even Regina Hall's character, like I'm gonna bring it back to this because she just went to prison at the end. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And they were like,
she did.
It was like a 30-year minimum sentence. I'm like, minimum, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
I felt so bad.
Oh my god.
So bad. I know it's a movie, but like still it's like
but it's like, yo, that's because it's like she cannot fucking deserve that, bro.
You know what I mean? She risked her life, to make sure that his kid was okay.
Literally, and she hadn't seen because this is the first time she even met Chase Affinity's character.
This was a great scene.
This was a fantastic scene. But yeah, it's like this is the first time she met Chase Affinity's character, which kind of makes me think like she hadn't even seen like Leo's character like for the past 16 years. So it's like, dang, like I'm really just trying to help out, and now I'm about to go to prison 2 days after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that whole thing, and also too when her telling Willa like, oh, your mom was a rat. Like you can tell that like that scene was just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, how you gonna tell a kid something like that about their parents?
Yeah, your mom.
Yeah, and then when she gets like I guess like taken or whatever, and she starts saying that my mom was a rat, or whatever it is. She says it just like she like says it to some like dude, I forget his name, but
wasn't it to Sean Penn?
Yeah,
I thought it was.
Yeah. She does. She says it to Sean Penn. Yeah, Sean Penn's character.
Yeah, that was a weird thing because like she was like shitting on her mom, but then like Sean Penn was like,
I know
he was still like in love with her. He's like, man, your mom. Oh man, your mom. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man.
Amazing. She was the best woman in the world.
I was like, hey, bro, that's don't be talking to your kid like that about their mom. She's like, my mom was a rat. I couldn't, like, she was a terrible person. I thought she was just fucking up. Man. He's like, man, let me tell you something about your mom. Oh, man.
Why your mom? She was the best person.
He's like, man, she was awesome. That I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
Nah, right here, because it was dead silent. I was expecting a shot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's that scene too where he has to walk walk towards like this scene right here, like where he's walk towards where she's sitting down, where he's sitting down, and she has to walk to him. That was like, oh, that was like, and he grabbed her.
This was a great frame, by the way. It's a great frame.
Great frame.
Oh,
This movie was shot. This movie was shot like beautifully. Who was the DP on this? Hold up. Because I know he kind of switches around different cinematographers for some of his movies. What?
Go to like his IMDb page.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't even spell today, as you can see. Cinematographer, Michael Bauman.
Yeah.
Has he worked with them before?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Licorice Pizza.
Oh look, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Love Licorice Pizza. That's a good one. It was camera on
Iron Man,
The Island,
Amsterdam.
I thought that was a good movie. I enjoyed that movie.
Amsterdam was good.
Yeah,
it was fine. It was
decent. Man, fuck you, Doug. Anyway, Amsterdam was good, man. Like, I thought it was solid.
It was decent.
it was fine.
It was fine. It was
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
No, like I almost went on a test. No, fuck it. I said no. The ending of Amsterdam, like that shit hurt it a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
But
like yeah, did pizza. But now I thought some cinematography in this. This is why I think we were saying go see it on like a 70 millimeter or see it on IMAX because it's really meant for that format. It's really meant for that that big spectacle format. I also too shout out to one of the best character names I've ever heard in the movie this year, which was Jungle Pussy.
Bro, oh man. He was like,
Crazy.
he's like, no more jungle pussy.
yeah. That was a great character name. And again, if you told me a movie with Paul Thomas Anderson had a character named Jungle Pussy in it,
I'd be like, you lying.
There she is, yeah. And she was good.
Oh man.
And she was good. That's the whole scene. The whole opening is frantic. With like after the whole busting out of the immigration detention center, but also then like the whole bank robbery thing, and then shooting the explosions. I was just like,
yeah, you know,
it was
crazy.
Wrong one.
It was crazy. It was wild, man. It was wild. It was crazy. You know, and my theater was like packed, you know, too as well. So.
Okay, speaking of that, okay, so I'm really curious as we kind of end this, you know, part of the episode and review. So. Wait, first off, out of 10, what'd you guys give it real quick?
You give it 8.5.
I give it a, you know, I'll give it a 9, you know, like 9.3, you know, 9.3, 9.5.
Yep.
You know, because I mean it goes one better after another.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I got
and then it goes a long walk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This,
I was like, okay, don't say nothing crazy now.
Come on, man.
I'm with you on 9. I gave a 9 as well. I had to boot a few. I had to boot a movie. I had to boot a few movies off of my list already. I was like, damn it, it's tough. It's been a great year for movies.
It's been a great year for movies, right?
I'm like, shit.
You know, it's so sad that we don't like. Do you guys have a superhero movie this year in your top 10? Do you guys have Superman in your?
I don't personally. Honorable mentions, yeah.
Are you talking about for like just top 10 in general, or
just top 10 this year
of the year so far?
I'm gonna preemptively say yes.
Okay.
Because I know it's Superman. It's me now, and then one battle after. Is for sure. I gotta think about the other ones. Anemone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. I had to boot a few movies that we saw at South by off of my list already, and I was like, "Fuck."
Damn.
I was just like, "Yeah."
Wait, you don't like Sinners?
No, mine. I have so right now. Get real quick, not in order, but I have no. Make order. Companion, Sinners, F1, Weapons, Long Walk, F1. Caught Stealing, One Battle, Novocaine, Naked Gun, and Friendship.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see Naked Gun yet.
Naked Gun was hilarious. Naked Gun was fucking hilarious.
I haven't seen Naked Gun either. But
what? Oh, you're gonna love this movie. This movie is hilarious. This movie.
I was busy that time when it came out.
Dude, it's so good.
I was busy.
It's on Paramount Plus now. It's really funny. It's really funny. It's so funny. But again, you're still young.
Yeah, with Paramount Plus account? Nah, kidding.
I wish, man. when I worked there, I didn't even get Paramount Plus.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
what?
no, never did.
That should have been part of the benefits, man.
You would think.
I know, right?
You would think. Never did. Never got it.
That's a shitty fucking deal.
Dude,
I'm sorry, bro.
Bummed, dude. I was bummed about that. I had to pay for that shit like a normal person.
Yeah, no, man. Like, that's not cool, bro.
I was bummed, but not to be tough, man, because then we still got Smashing Machine, we still got Running Man, Wicked Part 2. Like, there's the years, like, we're far from over, man. There's so, like, Begonia, like, we have so much left.
What's that movie called with Timothée Chalamet?
Oh, Marty Supreme.
Mr. What's
Marty Supreme?
Marty Supreme, yeah, Marty Supreme.
Oh,
yes.
Marty Supreme, yeah.
I'm excited for that. Yeah. Are you guys excited for Tron?
I am.
Like, it looks fun. I guess not. Like, it looks like a fun movie, but I'm kind of like, I think I'm stuck on the whole Jared Leto part, because I'm like, I don't see Jared Leto in these kinds of roles. He's a good actor, you know. All the shit aside, he's a good actor for sure. But I'm like, I don't know, because it looks like you're Jared Leto playing a character instead of me watching the character.
Yeah, I'm with you on
You
There's
know,
that.
nothing that's like I'm excited for it, but there's nothing that's like, you know, that's like I don't know, man. That's like, oh, I
nothing that's
cannot
like
wait.
jumping out at you. Like it looks
Yeah,
cool,
yeah, it looks
you know.
cool,
Yeah,
but it's not like go watch it because of this. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe when it comes out, because it comes out like what, next week?
next week.
that's
Next week.
okay. I,
Yeah.
I I do hope like it has some cool like twists and turns. I hope it like wows us, subverts expectations in a good way because it kind of and I was because the from the trailers I'm just getting like okay they're coming into the real world now and I guess this Ares character like wants to be a real boy, some Pinocchio shit. But the first trailer I saw where they were like in the real world and it was like all the ships and shit like that flying around. I was just kind of like I don't know. It seems like too big a jump for me
Yeah,
because it's like why are they in the real world? Like what's the point of that? I
yeah.
don't, and Jared Leto, I don't know, get someone else, bro.
They set up so much cool stuff with Legacy, like that whole world building with Legacy. Like, let's go back to that. I don't know why you built this
Yeah, I mean,
huge world.
It's making me want to rewatch
extend
Legacy.
that world. Extend that. We could have done it with like
Yeah,
Avatar. Just extend that world.
extend that
All
world,
Avatar
man.
did was just extend it to, with earth, wind, and fire. That's all they did.
Yeah,
You could extend it, this
the grid.
this
You have
sword
so much.
with
You have
other
so
with
much.
other
Yeah.
elements and shit.
You have
Yeah.
so much with the grid. You have so much, like he said, like there's so much things that they had life and AI, and it was ahead of its time. People shit on Legacy, which boggles my mind. But like they had set up so much stuff with the grid and the world and the politics and the civil war of it all, and just kind of like life and like class. I mean, there was so much to explore. And then this is a typical thing that I think a lot of franchises do. Let's put it on Earth. Let's put it in the real world. It's like, no, like you're missing the point. You're missing the point. Like I love Hogwarts because Hogwarts is on Earth, but Hogwarts is at Hogwarts. When you bring it to like
They should have brought Earth to
they were
you know
trying
To the
to.
grid?
They should have the grid to the grid.
to the grid. They should have brought you know they should have brought Earth to the grid. Not exactly the world in general, but some aspect of Earth or whatever.
Well, that was a big setup. That was the big setup for Tron Legacy. That was his thing. Remember, he was like, I want to bring people from the real world into the grid, so see how it is. And then the movie ends again. Love Legacy, but ends with like spoiler for Legacy. Sorry, it ends where it's like, well, no, they want to get out to the real world. It's like, no. Have them come to the grid and see how it kind of explores like human DNA. It had a really cool thing. I was just like, I don't know why they're going to this like, oh, it'd be cool. What if Tron comes to the real world? No, that's not the point of Tron. Like, it's Power Rangers. Like, that's like that's kind of like, bring it back to like you have this huge world, all world building. You bring it's really cool, but it's that kind of like typical. I think Disney's very guilty of this, and a lot of franchises are with like, oh, we got to bring. What if the real world gets affected by these things? It's like that's not cool anymore. Like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I am, but like I'm not.
I'm excited. You know what's great? I feel bad because I feel like this movie's hard with Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, Legacy, look Legacy. Legacy is at 47%, 51 right now on Rotten Tomatoes. People,
I feel like it's gonna get hard. It's gonna get hit hard with Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, people did not. I remember that came out. I remember we were like what 13. This movie came out. We were in the 7th grade, and this movie came out. I remember people like,
damn.
People were like, yeah, people were not. I mean, I know for our generation, it's huge, but like the older generation, people did not like this movie. People did not like this movie, but I think it was ahead of its time because of like the commentary on AI and video games and technology.
Yeah.
And I mean, that score is phenomenal. The visual effects are out of this world. But yeah, people did not like Legacy. And remember, the first Tron wasn't a big hit either. The first Tron was like a flop when it came out in '82. Again, also lukewarm reviews. I mean, it's so fresh, but not great. And that was the same year with Tron and the first Blade Runner. Both flopped, and both were just like it were called classics, but not well received at the box office or critics. But now they're beloved. And I feel like if Ares does not do well, yeah, they're just wrap up this franchise. Like just wrap it up because at this point, like Legacy wasn't a big hit either. Unfortunately, it made some money, but it wasn't like the huge blockbuster that I think people like make it out to be, and it wasn't. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous about this because I feel like it's gonna be like either like it could be surprise, but I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna check it out when it comes out.
Okay, let's. All right, so I think all three of us are. I think I'm looking forward to seeing this. What could be proven wrong. Could be a banger. But
Yeah.
all right, but we'll end on this real quick before we end the show. So box office wise, wasn't the best weekend for One Battle, unfortunately. Again, and box office.
You told me that shit, Doug. It broke my fucking heart.
Yeah, 22 mil.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's doing good in terms of weekdays. Like during weekdays right now, Monday it did like better than Leo's last movie that he made.
Oh, Killers, the Flower Moon.
It's doing better than Killer the Flower Moon, and I think Killer the Flower Moon ended with like 200 and something million worldwide. I think. I don't know if that's his budget. Was that the budget?
Budget for One Battle, yeah, it was high. Also because of COVID too. It was COVID.
Oh, it's COVID. Oh yeah.
And
so yeah, I mean, it's not its fault. It's not its fault. But yeah, overall, as long as it doesn't embarrass itself at the box office, and it's okay. And I think Warner Brothers know that they're not in this. They're not in it for the money for this movie as much as that they would hope it gets something. They're in it for the awards, and they know that money would trickle in during digital, and of course it would trickle in during award season as well when there's more buzz around it. And I think right now there's already buzz around people going to go see it because of how good it's doing. Not just the box office, but also just critically, and people just talking about it. And it's already PTA's biggest, film ever. You know what I mean? And that's a plus for him. And I don't think PTA is going to go anywhere.
No.
Yeah,
he's not going to go to director jail. Like,
no, never. He because his movies like are always well received. Like he hasn't had like one like rotten review on his movies, like rotten tomato score on his movies. I feel like they're always well received. And, cinephiles, us movie lovers love his movies. Now he's good. He's just not really. So I told this to Nick the other day too, on the ride to the screening. I said that he's not really a household name, and I think right now there's very few directors that are like open the movie.
I would say he's like an indie household name.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
People like us. People like us. But I call it the parent test. I ask my parents, "Hey, you know who PTA is?" Parent Teacher Association. I'm like, no. The filmmaker. No. And when I say, oh, Boogie Nights, Punch Drunk Love, oh, okay. But like, if I said, hey, Chris Nolan, whoa, like I feel like it still feel like even though he's been in the business longer than Chris Nolan, I don't think PTA really is like, quote. Again, you're right.
I mean, I guess he's not going for. I mean, there's two different directors and two different things, and yeah. But I'm glad that he's not going to be in director's jail. Like. Don't want to make it a whole thing, but just like Damien Chazelle, because he was in director's jail for like.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, dude.
Him.
Yeah.
Like they got him. They're like, you ain't making.
Got him.
Yeah, they got him. They got him. They got him.
You're not making a movie no more, for a very long time, and it's so sad because he's done like one of my favorite movies of all time, right?
Yeah, and Babylon's fucking awesome.
Babylon,
I still gotta finish Babylon.
Babylon's awesome, man. People were 57.
Who were like, Babylon is great. Yeah, Babylon is great. I still gotta finish that movie.
No, because I fucking started. I got like 20 minutes in, and
this is crazy.
I don't know what happened. I am right now.
This should be illegal. This should be illegal, bro. I'm sorry. 52%. Like, what are y'all smoking, bro? This movie is awesome.
Hey, you know what? You know what Margot Robbie said? She said, "If you love Babylon, she loves you."
Yeah. What world to live in? What a world to live in, man.
Yeah, I still ain't seen the motherfucking shit.
Bro.
I'm teasing Margot Robbie. If you're listening to this, I apologize.
I saw this on a date, and I remember the girl I was seeing at the time, like she was like, 3 hours, and she ended up loving it. I was like, yeah, I told you, this movie's fucking people. This movie was not marketed well, and people were so angry.
No, it was not. It was not marketed well at all.
No.
Not marketed well at all.
That movie is fantastic. That movie is awesome.
This movie is great.
And people did not.
Maybe they just didn't get it.
I just think it came out at a time where it came out against Avatar 2, which is which you should have like
That's a good point.
And I think also the movie it's chaotic. The movie is 3 hours, but it goes by so fast. It's chaotic. Like it's like Wolf
it's very loud. It's very in your face. It's very in your face.
It's really like Wolf of Wall Street meets La La Land meets like the studio. It's very like it's the best way to pitch that movie. Like
people just thought it was too like, there was a lot of like sexual elements, like whatever that talks about how I didn't want to go see it because there's an orgy scene or whatever, or blah blah blah, and I'm just like, oh, I don't think that's what
you're like you don't want to see that.
And also too the way it's filmed, it's like it's bombastic, but like it's a great hook to lure you in, and it's yeah. And also, Tobey Maguire has a funny ass scene in this movie. Tobey Maguire is so weird in this, but he's so funny.
It's close from the trailers. I'm like, what the fuck kind of movie is this?
It's crazy, and I still think it's one of Brad Pitt's best performances too. And Margot Robbie in this is fantastic. Like this movie,
I think they're gonna look back at this movie and they're gonna think, wow, this movie is great. I don't know why we didn't like it.
Cult classic.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like, damn. There's gonna be a video on YouTube like, is Babylon really underrated or something? Some shit like that. I keep seeing that these days. Yeah. It's like, bro, not to get all into that, but it's just kind of like, bro, I was saying that about like almost every movie that people wasn't fucking with back in the day.
Do you know what it is?
Back when it first
came out.
People wanted.
Give it like 2 more years, bro.
People wanted it to be this. People wanted it to be this movie. People wanted it to be this, and they were comparing it to this. And I'm like, no, it's a different movie, different director. Like you can't compare these two.
Yeah.
They wanted it to be Once Upon a Hollywood. They wanted it to be like Tarantino, and it's not. It's Damien Chazelle doing his thing. And again, it's more Wolf of Wall Street and La La Land. It really is what it is. It goes together, and it's a great way to pitch it.
When Tarantino wanted that movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to be his last movie.
It probably should have been.
That he did, or
I know. It kind of feels like he wanted that movie because he talked about how
okay. He said that.
That's it.
Because I remember he was working on like his supposed 10th and final movie, but then it was like, nah, I'm gonna just like as a play or something like that.
He said that the story wasn't good. Nobody wants to watch a movie about a critic.
No, I do remember. Yeah, because I remember when he said that, I was like, "Damn, that's a good point." Because when he had like announced or whatever, like, "Oh, it's going to be about a film critic and it's going to exist in this world," I was like, "I don't know how like engaging that's going to be, though."
And then he changed. He changed the script for the Cliff Booth sequel. So then, because he still wrote them, they sold the script because he still wrote it, and then he gave it to David Fincher. Like it's still written.
And then now. Yeah, when is this coming out? Next year, right?
Oh, I can't fucking wait for this movie. I'm
so coming out next year?
For this movie. Yes, sir. I think it's like summer of next year.
It costs $200 million.
Oh, dude, yeah, because of the LA, all that how expensive it's shooting in LA now. Yeah,
it is very expensive, and it's also Netflix, so they got the money. Okay.
Yeah, Netflix. I swear to Christ, please give this a wide theatrical release. If not, I'm gonna pull a Hancock and your head's going up their ass. Bro,
if Guillermo, del Toro is not gonna get release for his movie, Frankenstein, I don't think this movie's either.
Well, I'm about to fucking drive to LA see this movie with you because I'm not. If AZ didn't get his movie, I'm gonna ride in the streets, bro. I'm gonna ride in the streets. You have no idea, bro. No idea. Like I'm gonna be so 200 mil. I mean, David Fincher has a huge deal with them too. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with Netflix.
Yeah,
like he wants. But I hope this. Yeah, I can't wait for this movie. I hope it's good too. But Babylon's fucking fantastic. Yeah, but I don't know. So anyway, 22 mil. Again, not the weekend they wanted to. I was on to Nick on the movies the other day too. I felt like it's kind of a bummer for WB because remember they had that 7 movie streak with 40 mil plus opening movies.
I know, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Now it's just fucking over.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. One battle
after another. But overall, that they know that this movie critically did well. The buzz was great. They're gonna win awards. they're already putting this film out for the award season to get nominated, as well as Sinners too as well. So, they're proud of it as a whole, but not financially.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think. Excuse me. I think it's gonna do really well at the Oscars too. I think if it cleans up the Oscars pretty well, I think they'll be fine.
But I feel like this movie's gonna clean up the Oscars. I feel like it is.
They're pushing
this. Either this or go ahead.
They're pushing this, Sinners, and Weapons. They're really pushing it this year for their Oscars.
I mean, I don't think Weapons. I had a great time with Weapons, but I don't think it's gonna. It might get a nomination for original screenplay.
And homegirl, the ant, the creepy ant.
Oh yeah.
And the villain in Weapons, the weirdo.
Yeah. She might, yeah. She might give him that. But there's a lot of for supporting role. There's a lot of nominations. There's a lot of actors that were just hitting this year, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like basically everybody in Sinners that was a female actress, that it's it's crazy, but we'll see.
Yeah, I know they're pushing these two. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it does. I think Sinners has more of a chance than Weapons does. To your point, I agree with you that 100%. But it would be cool to see this Weapons get a best screenplay or some art nomination, or for Zach Kreger. I think he definitely. But I hope to see Ryan Coogler get a nomination but yeah, I mean, I bet you they push Sinners in one battle for sure.
No, yeah,
they have to. They have to. It just. But you know how they are with horror and genre films. They're just very. It's just recently,
that's what I'm saying about It's like they can only. I feel like it's like they're not going to try to give awards to two horror films in the award season. You know what I mean? It's either one or I'm not gonna say no way. Sinner's not, but man,
wow, last horror film would get out nominated for a Best Picture. Wow, that was 8 years ago. Wow. Oh no, Substance was. My bad. Sorry, Substance was the last one. Yeah, Substance. Yeah, the Substance was. My bad. Thanks a lot, Google AI. Get me in trouble.
He's like, gotcha crazy. Ass.
It's crazy. PTA and Ryan Coogler are gonna fight it out for best director.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think.
I'm rooting for Coogler in that one then.
I mean, I'm rooting for Coogler, but okay if PTA wins it.
They're gonna give and then they're gonna give the James Cameron, of course, because they always do. They kiss his ass.
Bro, man, no shade, but we get it.
Yeah, bro, they kiss his ass. They kiss, bro. They legit kiss his ass. They legit, bro, kiss his ass every chance they can for his movies. Again, great filmmaker.
We get it. It's this is a sequel, so it's what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh,
it's not even the second movie; it's the third movie.
Dude, it's just
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just I don't know.
They kiss his ass.
Nick, what's you doing?
They kiss his ass.
I'm gonna say this because I've only seen the first Avatar in full. I've seen some of the second one, and when they with Avatar, when they first announced it's gonna be 4 more sequels, I was on board. I'm like, yo, that's kind of fucking dope. But seeing the trailer for the second one and then even watching, I'm visually it's spectacular. But I'm like, I don't what else can you do with this story, man? I feel like the first one, y'all should have just left it at that. So
hey, man, it prints out money.
What's up?
It prints out money, bro.
It does, but it's as an audience member, how many times are you gonna do the same thing? But if I'm James Cameron and I'm as you just said, Moses, I just found a money printing machine. it's about to be 10 more sequels. Are you kidding me? So it's like, from his perspective, like, yeah, I fucking get it. I would be on the same shit, but it's like, man, how many times am I gonna see these blue people like, fight some robots?
Yeah.
It's
And then
funny,
it's like, and then it's an environmental message after. It's
villain, bro.
like, this one's water, this one's earth, this one's fire. It's like I saw that with the other Avatar series, man. Like, what's going on here?
Bro,
My first time seeing
bro.
the James Cameron poster, I was so fucking confused because I'd seen the trailer for M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender, and then I saw like it was like some weeks later, I was driving past the movie and they had James Cameron's Avatar on they had the poster on the side of the building, and I remember looking at it thinking like you can't just add shit to the Last Airbender series. I'm like, what is this? And then like I saw the toys in like the store and I was like, well, hold on, whoa. Like I was so fucking long, and then I realized I learned. I'm like, it's a different movie, it's a different story because I was like, y'all are adding fucking aliens to Aang's story. I don't know how I feel about this, but and now it's like like, oh yeah, well this one is about air, this is about water, this is about fire. I'm like,
bro, you know what I don't like is that they're fighting the same villain, the guy with the scar.
I heard about that. Stephen Lang's gonna be the villain for the whole thing.
It's like
if you do like. You can do it. You can make it because they did it with Agent Smith. So it's like I guess, but it's like he died in the first one.
5 movies gonna be the same villain. It's like at least change up like you know what I mean?
Yeah, like have him. I don't know, man. Like maybe like a different villain. Maybe just have a villain be from one of the other tribes or something like that.
I think that's what they're probably gonna do for this third one. We'll see. I think they have. I heard that this dude here might like partner up with Avatar people, with like the Fire Tribe.
I can see it, but
the Fire Nation.
The Fire Nation. Yeah, because I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Fire Nation. I'm just gonna call them the Fire Nation, the Avatar Fire Nation.
And got Sam Worthington with these fucking dreads, man. I'm like, oh my god. Them thick ass dreads. I'm like, bro, you're not from here, man.
I don't know. I was the first as a kid.
Oh my god!
When it came out, it was fun. It was fine. And then the second one, I was like, okay, it was cool. Like, but dude, it was 3.5. It was fucking 3.5 hours too. About them swimming for an hour. I was just like, okay, you can swim. That's awesome. I get it. I was like, Jesus, like. Oh my god, dude! I was just like, I don't know. People just, and my thing too.
This was a fucking crazy.
What?
Because now, I'm like, y'all really? Because I'm thinking about, they have like the fucking like nerve endings in their like hair and shit like that. I'm like, that's kind of, I get it. It's like, oh, when they connect, when they touch, it's like you're connected with everybody, but it's like you're touching the hair nerves like with the animals to connect with them, and it's like. Okay, bet. But then it's like y'all connected when y'all are about to be intimate with each other. I'm like, what? So is it the same thing with that? What the fuck does this mean? I don't know. Like, I need to rewatch the movie again. I'm sure, but I'm like, I don't know. Something ain't quite adding up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure about the whole like connecting.
Yeah,
but
yeah, like, I don't even understand how that works. I know y'all are aliens. I'm not like knocking it, but I'm like.
All I know is that for the last movie, they're planning on taking it to Earth.
I'm not mad at that because the original script, the original iteration of the movie, like it was gonna show like more of Earth because apparently like Earth was fucked, and that was like one of the reasons why it's like we need like send someone out there or whatever. But I'm like okay, like it could be cool because also it's like how many different planets are we gonna see where it's the same people just in like a different like part? You know what I mean? Like so it's like you bring over to Earth, like okay, that'll be something different.
Isn't it the same planet? Isn't it the same planet, the Avatar planet, and then Earth? That's it.
Oh no, yeah, that's okay, yeah. But it's like I don't know, even with that, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking tired right now because I'm kind of like this is a lot.
It's kind of the Tron. it's kind of the Tron thing. It's like you put Tron into the real world. It's like, but to Moses' point earlier, like there's so many more worlds to explore in Avatar. We're at the same planet the entire time. So I'm like,
yeah, it's this planet and it's Earth. Like what other? And obviously, I don't want to say like, well, this is how the story needs to go, because how are you gonna tell a filmmaker that? Like, obviously he has a vision for this one giant story that he wants to
Yeah.
tell, but me being on the outside of that, I can't help but think like, well, what other alien species are out there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would be kind of cool to explore. But I have to say, it's like it's not necessarily that type of story. It's like I get it, but
Yeah.
it is just yeah. The second one, I just got fucking bored, and I'm like, bro, so we got three more of these.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
I didn't make it past the 28-minute mark with the second one.
also another almost 3.5 hour movie too, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
Hey, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. You know, like as little bit of shade that I have for this.
yeah,
Um,
you and I
for
both.
No,
this,
I'm with you. We all gonna watch
We're
it.
all see it.
we're not gonna go watch
We're not
it.
enthusiastic about it. We're not enthusiastic about it.
We're not enthusiastic about it, but I hope in time when it gets to that moment by December, you know, my enthusiasm is a little bit higher. You know, for
Yeah.
and I know well.
Do you remember the video a couple years ago where it was during the press junket for Avatar 2, like what 2022, whatever, and they're having a screening in LA. I think it was by you, Moses, screening in LA for the second one. And James Cameron walks out, kind of like smug, kind of walking out, whatever. And they're like, James, yeah, Cameron, a picture or autograph. And like he kind of walks on by, ignores everybody, goes to the car, and they go boo, boo. Then he was on the window and then flips him off.
No, but like,
Just
it's like I get it though, because it's like y'all only saying boo because I didn't give y'all what y'all immediately wanted, and now y'all got something to complain about. No, I'll give you something to complain about.
yeah, he flips him
Oh,
off. Right?
man.
He flips him
I
off.
do remember this.
Yeah, remember this? Like he flips him off, and I was just like, okay, man, like I get it,
Cranky
but
Cameron.
I mean, like,
I mean, he's like 70. He's a what? He's like 71 years old.
he's a grumpy old man. Look,
Wait,
he
he's
goes,
78.
he's up there. Oh yeah, they all boo him, boo, boo, and boo. Look, and then he flips him off.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like that's such a dick move. Like, I'm sorry, like you don't see any other filmmakers doing that either. Like, I'm sorry,
You don't, but it's like, no, what the fuck y'all booing me for? Because I told y'all no.
I just think it was kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's like, dude, but I've heard stories that like he's not really a nice person or he's a bit of a dick. Like, he's very intense and he's very very you know not the best things I've heard of the guy. So I haven't heard good things about the guy. Again, don't know him personally, doesn't know his movies, but you know.
Wait, Doug, this video right here, fuck Avatar. Cameron flips off fans. Did someone say fuck Avatar? So I think that's why he flipped them off then.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Because also it's like you're not gonna talk shit about my film.
I can play because of the playback, but
Yeah, double toasted right here.
oh,
Cameron gives fans the finger.
Okay, watch it. There they go. Yeah, don't toast doing it. Okay, that's funny.
What?
All right. That's funny. These are our boys, Double Toasted in Austin. We met.
We met Martin out
We
there.
met Martin. Yeah.
Shout out to Martin, man.
Shout out to
Martin.
Martin.
Martin was really cool, by the way.
Such a good dude. Yeah, check them out, Moses. They have a funny podcast. They've been doing this for a long, long time, and we met Martin. Martin's second co-host, and one of the nicest people in the world. Like he was so nice to me and Nick at South by.
That's cool.
It's my favorite podcast is theirs, and they're so funny. They're so funny. Yeah. All right, guys. On that note, we'll end the show there. But before we go, we do a little thing called our one-on-ones on this podcast, and that means we give you one film and one TV recommendation that we want to provide to you all as fellow movie fans and cinephile TV fans. So, who wants to go first for one-on-ones? Who's ready? Nick, go ahead, my friend. Floor is yours.
To quote Wesley Snipes in Blade Trinity, at the end, he said, I was born ready, motherfucker. Pardon the language, but no, for my movie, because we was talking about Daniel Day-Lewis and we was talking about PTA, I gotta go with There Will Be Blood. I saw this movie for the first time like a few years ago. I think it was in college, matter of fact, and I love this fucking movie, and I think that was the second Daniel Day-Lewis movie I'd seen, because the first one I saw was Lincoln.
Oh boy.
And then, you know, with There Will Be Blood, like I just fucking loved it. You know, because I felt like I could see more of Daniel Day-Lewis like as an actor. Like I felt like I had more of an idea of him like as an actor. I thought the story was kind of interesting. I'll admit I don't remember like all of it right now, but it was a lot of like kind of twist turns, some ambiguity, and just seeing him play this character who's just like becoming so consumed by I I don't want to say the grind, but like, just this goal of like, I need to take over like fucking everything right now. I thought that was like really cool. And again, just seeing the steps that he takes to achieve that goal was really cool. And yeah, I loved it. I think it came out 2007 if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yep. And for my show, brought it up already. Gotta Avatar: The Last Airbender, man. The true Avatar series. I'm James. I'm kidding, but no, Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was, but no, like great. Honestly, a great fucking story. And I remember, I remember when it first premiered, I wasn't like hyped for it because at that time I was just kind of watching shit mindlessly, so it didn't even register to me, or I don't think it like fully no, I knew it was like the first episode, but yeah, I was just kind of like, I just kind of like watched it. I was like, oh, this is actually like kind of cool. And then just seeing the characters progress, and then getting a little bit more like into the lore like later on after the series had ended, seeing the progression, especially of Prince Zuko right here, with the scar on his face, played by Dante Bosco. Also, shout out to Dante Bosco, because he's been in hella fucking movies, bro. The Peter Pan movie with the late Robin Williams. He had a very, very small scene in this movie I'd seen. It was called Love Don't Cost a Thing with Nick Cannon and I want to say Sierra, and American Dragon Jake Long. Like he's like I just kind of like grew up watching his movies and seeing his voice acting roles too. So that was just really cool. But just the series overall was really cool. Like, it's like they can all like manipulate the elements, but each bending style is like based off of a particular martial arts, and like the characters kind of grow with the story. So it was just like fucking fantastic. And even like the sequel series, The Legend of Korra, it's a solid. It's fun to watch, but it is kind of like a lot of people don't really fuck with it, and I completely understand why. But yeah, and I feel like I had something else I wanted to say, but that's all I can think of. Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender and There Will Be Blood. No, I remember what I want to say. The last episode, like the series finale. This is just a special memory for me because I was just kind of like chilling out with my grandpa. May he rest in peace. And the final episode like just so happened to come on, and it was just kind of like it wasn't even like a crazy moment. It was just kind of like, oh cool, it's fucking Avatar. So it was just like we're just like chilling watching it. I don't think he gave two flying shits about it, because I think that was like the only thing he'd seen about the show was the finale. And I remember like when the credits rolled, like for me, I was mesmerized, because I was like, oh, it was such a grand epic finale. And I was just sitting there starry-eyed and everything. And then my grandpa goes, changes the channel. I was like, yeah,
okay, you ain't watching this, are you?
Yeah, he's like, is it finally fucking over? I bet. Damn. So I turned that TV off. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just go to sleep, Grandpa. But yeah,
go to sleep. Go to sleep, Nick.
Yeah, that's my one-on-ones.
Nice. All right, Moses, floor is yours, my friend. Oh, we lost them. Oh no, we lost them. Oh no! He said, "Man, I giving y'all shit this week."
Moses says, "Move, Invisible Man."
He's one. He's one.
Oh,
okay. Well, there he is. He's back.
Oh, what happened? Moses.
There he is. He's back.
So I literally don't know what happened.
He said, "Man, fuck
you." I literally don't know what happened.
No, that was. Because he was like, I'm Moses.
I tried calling Nick. I literally tried calling Nick because you guys were like frozen.
Oh.
You guys were frozen.
Oh, okay,
I tried calling Nick.
From
I'll show
perspective,
you.
It was fucking hilarious because he was like, "Hi Moses, what you got?" And you just like your screen just disappeared. So we was like,
he was like, "I'll show you my one-on-ones."
I was like, "We got to get Thanos. He to snap this motherfucker out of existence, bro."
One-on-one.
Oh, that was. Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. My one-on-ones are pretty quick. Just go see One Bear After Another. We talked about it.
There you go.
It's a great film.
Yes.
It's beautifully made, beautifully shot. It has action. It has drama. It has heart. Those are the key things that's really, really important about a movie in general. And it's shot on VistaVision. Yeah, it's a beautiful story overall. Directed by one of the greats. Paul Thomas Anderson, with the great cast, with the great crew, and yeah. I would definitely recommend go see it in the biggest theater you can, IMAX of course. With a friend or by yourself. And yeah. Other My show, I would go check out Peacemaker. I've been watching that.
Yeah.
I've been watching that show.
I I gotta
It's a
start
dope,
Peacemaker, bro.
dope show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really really good. Season two, it's like it's not like action packed, but it's very I don't know how to say it. It's more there's a lot of it's more character development, storylines and everything like that, and it's
Okay.
all the writing is really really good.
Yeah.
Like I give it up to James Gunn because he's a really good writer. He's really good. The writing is really really phenomenal, and there's some weird crazy like
Oh
elements
my God.
to the show too as well, especially
Man,
in
I gotta
season
catch
like
up.
two. After this like episode, I'm really gonna jump in and
Yeah.
check out the new episode. Because it's crazy, it's crazy. So check that out. Those are my one-on-ones. Now I'm done.
Speaking of Peacemaker,
Bars.
season two, Tim Meadows has me cracking up. Tim Meadows has me cracking up in season two of Peacemaker.
No spoilers. I ain't seen it yet.
Oh,
No.
I know we're not. But yeah, he's funny. This guy is hilarious.
There's a scene in the trailer where he was like, "Look at this motherfucker. He must have caught all the Pokemon." There's no spoilers, but
Oh
man,
man.
he had some funny ass lines. I'll be honest with you too. I was not a fan of season one of Peacemaker. I thought season one was like whatever.
Yeah, it's funny.
Really?
I didn't finish season one.
Season
I
one?
literally just like I watched the
Yo.
recap. I watched the recap. I watched like one. I think I watched like episode 1 and 3 of season like one, and then I'm just gonna watch the recap of this and just jump into season two. That's what I did, and I feel like I'm already caught up.
See,
I'm surprised at the
Yeah.
both of you.
well,
But I respect it though. I get it.
it's because
I don't be finishing shit neither.
well, it's because I had the conversation years
I-
ago that I didn't really care for his Suicide Squad, so I was kind of like, all right. And then I felt I was watching like Suicide Squad 2.0 or 3.0, whatever, with Peacemaker, so I was kind of like, it didn't really work for me. But like now that's like a new as a new like a new universe with the DCU. I feel more like I guess invested
Yeah,
now with
yeah.
this. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the
I
reason
get
why.
that.
I think that's why. Me
Yeah.
too. Because I was like, I don't think I need to watch this show at all.
No.
And then they're like, oh, new season coming out. It's going to be set in this universe. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll check it out.
Yeah,
Um,
I see what y'all mean because when it was announced that he's gonna do a Peacemaker series, I was like, bro. At that time, I was very adamantly, I was like, bro, just give me a fucking Superman sequel, a Batman movie, a better Wonder Woman movie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I want to see like the main players before you start jumping into all of these obscure ass characters.
Yeah.
So it was just like a
Yeah.
Friday after work. I ain't got shit to do. Peacemaker's on. Let me check it out. In the first episode, I said, God damn, I'm about to finish this whole motherfucking series right now.
Oh,
Or at
really?
least as soon as I can. Yeah, like I was the first episode, like I was fucking hooked. And yeah, and I don't have HBO Max anymore, so I'm like, I think it's on like YouTube, so I'll check it out there. Season 2, but because I have a coworker, like every time I see him, he's like, Nick, you see season 2 yet? Nick, you see season 2 yet? I'm like, no, I'm broke.
You like?
I ain't seen it yet.
I ain't got it.
But no, I do want to see season 2 though, because it looks really good.
It's a massive improvement for me personally. 'Cause I thought it was like opposite of you. Unfortunately, it was like I thought it was more of a drag to get through season 1, and I was just like, what was he saying? Was it? He goes, Simi Valley goes, yeah. I'm not having a great time, straight up, like whatever he says. Like,
Wait, which one was that?
Over in Simi Valley goes, man, straight up. I'm having a good time. I'm not having a good time right now. Whatever. Remember that show, Simi Valley, the real girl,
Oh,
Simi Valley.
wasn't it on like on Facebook?
Yeah, Simi Valley, where he was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm straight up. Hold
Y'all straight up not having a good time right now.
up.
Because I remember what he was like, man, fuck this ratio, bro.
Yeah, fuck this ratio. That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it is, bro. I'm not having a good time. That's what I felt like with Peacemaker season 1, where I was like, I thought I was doing homework. I was like,
Oh
ugh.
man.
I'm more intrigued by this season a lot, and I think you'll like this one a lot more because of the tie-ins with like the other stuff too.
Yeah, that's why I want to see it because I keep seeing shit on Insta. Like I'll be like scrolling Instagram, like I'm not like clicking nothing, but like I'll see like okay, oh well this character's in season 2. It's like okay, that's cool, but like damn, I really just need to catch up and fucking watch it.
You'll like it, yeah. The
I'm
last
looking forward
episode,
to it.
last episode, no spoiler. Last episode was crazy, right, Moses? That last episode was fucking
Yeah,
gnarly. I was
crazy.
just not but I was just like, oh
It's crazy.
shit. But yeah, no spoilers. But yeah, good show.
Yeah, well, it's crazy.
For my movie of the week, I'm gonna do a very underrated remake, which was the Magnificent Seven remake a couple years ago with Denzel and Chris Pratt and Ethan Hawke and Vincent D'Onofrio. This movie's fantastic. I watched it recently because I wanted to watch it. I watched it a long time. One of the better sequels made by my boy Antoine Fuqua,
yeah.
one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. This again, I'm not a Western fan at all. I really haven't been. But like he made it so cool with the cast, having Denzel, having Chris Pratt, having the guy from Squid Game and GI Joe. I mean, it's a great cast, and it's just fun. It's 2.5 hours, 2 hours, maybe 15 minutes. It goes by super fast, and he made a Western movie for our generation. I feel like, and the cast is great. It's a lot of fun, great cinematography, great score. The writing was super sharp in this movie, and it kind of just came and went when we were in college, freshman year of college. I feel like.
Yeah, it did, man. I feel like if this movie came out today,
Oh my god,
it would have been crazy numbers.
dude,
You know,
gangbusters! It would have been huge, and it has a great cast.
it would have
And
been
it was
huge. IMAX, straight up.
yeah, you're right.
IMAX
I'm
tickets.
mad at it.
You know,
This
Yeah.
would have been huge, and I feel like it came on the radar. We were freshmen in college when this came out, which is hard to believe. And I don't know, this movie's a lot of fun. I think it's like we talk about how bad a lot of these remakes and reboots are. This is like the right remake the right way, and this I think how Antoine Fuqua and everyone involved did a phenomenal job. And again, it's one of those movies that he gives everyone a chance to shine. Like every one of these guys, even the actress playing like the widow wife, like Antoine gives everyone a moment to shine in this movie so well, their hero moment. That's hard to do as a filmmaker with an ensemble cast like this. But man, it's a fun movie. I have it on 4K, and it just man, I had a big smile on my face, ear to ear. I'm like, this movie goes. And I hope more people can discover it as time goes on. But it's super underrated, super underrated. But yeah, that's my movie. And then my show. It just started, so I might be cheating a bit. I watched the first 2 episodes the other day. I'm gonna go with Glenn Powell's new show, Chad Powers on Hulu.
That's a
Ooh,
show. I thought it was a movie. Okay.
Yeah, it's a show, and it's not getting the best reviews, unfortunately. I'm liking it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very silly. It's very goofy. I'm a huge fan of him. It's bi-weekly. It's weekly episodes. Again, the premise is that he was like a huge college football star, top of the game, about to be drafted. During the championship game, he drops the ball because he was celebrating too much. He drops the ball and he loses the entire game for the entire team. And he's kind of like this guy that like again starts drinking, starts kind of going kind of a really dark path, kind of a schmuck. He's a schmuck. And then one day, some West Virginia team is like, "Hey, we're having open tryouts. I don't care who you are, not a player whatsoever, not on the team. Like, come out and try out for us." And he drives from LA to West Virginia to be on this team. And there's a whole like Mrs. Doubtfire thing. It was a whole kind of like makeup and prosthetics to be on this team. Has really bad wet Southern accent, but he wants the chance of redemption for him because he thinks he can do this again. But it's super funny. I like the first episodes. Hopefully the next few are pretty funny as well. But I'm liking it a lot personally. But I was kind of surprised that reviews weren't all that great. But again, half-hour comedy. What more can you ask for? It's on Hulu. Check it out. And I'm looking forward. I know rumor is him and Michael B for Miami Vice.
Yep, I heard that.
That's gonna be great.
you already know.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be.
yep.
I love that. But I know Nick's point though was you had more of a Damson Idris you were pushing for. You think?
Yeah, because one of the early rumors I heard thought I heard was Glenn Powell and Damson Idris, and it was around the time I saw F1, and like that's the only Damson Idris project I've seen was F1. So I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm fucking hyped for it because like after watching F1, I'm like, okay, so this is what all the hype's about. Like I've seen some Snowfall, yeah, and no this to Michael B. Jordan, but it's for me personally, it's like I've seen Michael B. Jordan in more projects than Damson Idris, so it's like I kind of just would have wanted to see just a different actor,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest, man, like either or works for me. Like if Damson Idris comes along, I was also thinking about Damson Idris and and Austin Butler
I
too
did
as
too.
well.
I did
You
too.
know,
I did too.
Damn, yeah,
um,
that
I
that,
did
that would be
too.
dope.
I did too.
yeah.
I did
I
too.
was thinking of that if they wanted to go for more of like a, like even like maybe 2 years younger or a few years younger, you have,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have them, but Michael B. Jordan and Glenn Powell are also a great choice. I just hope that I'm excited because I just hope that it's good. I just hope that it's good visually, and it's fun because I know you know, I think he's getting to be known, like in terms of like the director. Well, I'm not forgetting his name already.
Kaczynski.
Um,
Joe
Krasinski.
Kaczynski. Yeah, Kaczynski.
He's getting
Yeah.
to be known of the more exciting director.
Yeah. He is.
To
yeah,
basically watch. You have Christopher Nolan, who's very much like a master class or whatever it is, but he's becoming to be this exciting director that people look for because of the movies that he puts out. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I, I'm with you on that. And look, the writers on this too. You got Dan Gilroy,
Dan
great writer,
Gilroy, yeah, it's
great
crazy.
writer. Andor, Road to
Crazy.
Israel, Nightcrawler, like
That's
Born,
crazy.
Real Steel, Kong Skull Island. Like that's a pretty good writer right there. And then you got
He
Eric.
real. He wrote Real Steel. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah. He co-wrote
Oh
it.
shoot!
He co-wrote it. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
He co-wrote it.
Wow.
And also underrated movie too is Roman J. Israel Esquire. Super underrated
wait,
movie
I
too.
know.
hey
I
Doug,
saw that's a
scroll down a
great
little
movie.
bit. Scroll down. Oh, okay. Hey, this right underneath Andor where it says new verse creative.
Yeah.
That's a series I seen on not seen but like I listened to it. It's on Spotify.
You good?
And yeah, scroll down a little bit because they have a bunch of like
Oh shit.
this was like the original version of this script or like this is what
Oh
we heard from
really?
this script. But they perform it like it's an audio book.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's dope.
Screenshot of that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm listening to this now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Damn, 4.4, man. Y'all some haters.
What? 4.4?
Yeah, that's
4.4.
some haters.
And then you also have Eric Warren Singer is co-writing it too. So he has two good writers on board with Dan Gilroy and Eric wrote American Hustle, Top Gun Maverick, International, Only the Brave. So you got pretty good writers right there too. So
Pretty good art. It's coming out in 2027.
27.
Yeah.
But to your point though, can you do comedy though? Because comedy is really important because it has to be comedic. With
I
these
think. I
two.
think. I think he can. I think he can. I'm not saying it's going to be great or whatever. It's going to be a landslide, but I have like high hopes for him. And like, I mean, if you have those two duos, if you have Michael B. Jordan and then Glenn Powell, I feel like Glenn Powell is kind of known for comedy already.
Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan, used to do comedy as well. So I think he can just play off the actors.
Yeah. That's gonna be
Yeah.
hey, yeah.
Anyway, it's getting late.
All right, boys. Let's end it there. So here we go. So that's our one-on-ones for the week. Real quick, Moses, where can our lovely audience find you at home?
They can find me. They can find me on IG at Moses Lowy _. They can find me on my website too as well. They can find me on YouTube. I'm trying to grow there too as well with projects that I've done
Yeah.
that I've directed and everything. So I'll be sharing the link with you and everything like that, so you can put it up there for the people to check out or whatever. But of course, they can always find me here every single week in your heart and at the Genre of Your Life podcast.
Nicely done. Nicely
Hell
done.
yeah.
All right, Nick.
Well, you can find me right here at the Genre of Life podcast, hosted by Midway Avenue Productions. If you want to follow my personal Instagram, that is at Ahmad Johnson 98. And as Moses said, right here in your hearts, I will live there eternally, forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever, forever, forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, you can find me at your nearest IMAX watching probably whatever IMAX movie is playing. That's my second home away from home. But more importantly, you can find me here on this awesome podcast with two of my favorite people in the world, two of the best people in the world, right here at John Your Life Podcast by Midway Avenue Productions. You can find me on my personal Instagram at The Young Jones, or Twitter, or X at Capri Sun, Capri_SON. While you're there, look for our show socials, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Midway Avenue Productions. We are so close getting to 1,000 subs on YouTube. Right, I think at 830 now, so help us get there. One of our goals by end of the year. Yeah, don't be shy. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on TikTok or Instagram. Trying to grow the Instagram a lot more this year too. So again, if you see us at a screening on a movie, come say hi to us. We love kind of conversing about movies and all things entertainment, but we appreciate all the support. Until then, everybody, we hope you have a great start to October. Enjoy the nice cooler weather finally. Go see a movie, get some popcorn, get a big icy. But more importantly, we will see you all at the movies.